I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. It is the last football Friday of the year. Well, at least until August and training camp and week zero. Well, how long till week zero, VG? How long? Good morning, good morning. So much to go and so much to talk about. But let's begin here because it is the Friday of the Super Bowl. And it is hard to believe and hard to fathom that less than a year ago, at this time, the Friday before the Super Bowl, we could not wait. We were counting down the days, the hours to Super Bowl 59, where the Eagles and Chiefs were about to go at it. And we were feeling great. The Eagles were coming off of the victory over the Commanders in the championship game, commanding victory. They had outlasted the Rams in the snow. Last-minute ditch effort. Jalen Carter getting to Stafford. Couldn't get it to Puka. Oof. Before that, they'd beaten Green Bay. That was the Eagles' run to the Super Bowl last year, and it was spectacular. And going into it that Friday, a year ago today, I remember thinking they're going to win. And I know they're going to win. It was beyond a shadow of a doubt. In fact, I remember we were talking about it and saying they're going to win by margin. Go to the alternate spread route. They're going to win by double digits. We felt that. All of us felt it. It was crystal clear. I knew that the Chiefs couldn't play with the Eagles. And it played out exactly how I thought it would. And a year later, as we sit here before a Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl, it's hard not to wonder, what the freak happened? Like, WTF, man. What in the world happened? The great running game that was just unstoppable. A home run hitting run game. Grounded this year. Saquon. 2K Saquon. Grounded. That vaunted O-line. Banged up. Hurt. And now there's talk about retirement for not just Lane Johnson, but Landon Dickerson too. Wow. We saw the coaching staff get just completely annihilated. I mean, changed. Think about that for a second. Go into it. Now, Kellen Moore was going to get a job. I get it. They go in last year, and it was Kellen Moore and Stout and the whole thing. And now you look around, and, it's the Sean Mannion show, and it's Grizzard, and no Stout. Stout out, as he said to everyone this week. It's wild. The whole thing's wild. I mean, to think it was less than a year ago, 363 days ago, and we're looking at massive change in just inside a year. Crazy to think about. We're going to go over and relive the great Super Bowl season of last year because it was a great year. As important as 2017 and then obviously February of 2018 was, the Super Bowl itself, and winning the first Super Bowl. Last year's season in totality was they put that Super Bowl because it was the first and because it broke all kinds of curses and it finally delivered us from our own football hell. Last year was the greatest year ever in Eagles history after the first 4 games. right after the bye week when Sirianni almost got fired. If you fast forward, say from week 6 on, even though a couple wins before that, it was just a blast. Saquon taking it to the house, all snow games. It was incredible. It was just incredible theater. And I guess that's what it is. That's what the NFL wants. The NFL wants new blood constantly. The NFL wants new story. It wants every town to have hope. So we'll get into it. We'll relive last year, which was incredible. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the game itself this year. We'll discuss just a massive change. And in case you missed it, Jeff McClain's podcast, Uncovering the Birds, he talked about the possibility of Landon Dickerson retiring. The injury's taking its toll on the young man, and that he may call it quits. Maybe this year, maybe after next year. I mean, who knows? And he talked about it, and that's what Jeff believes. With Stoutland out, there's a lot of thought about what happens with Lane. Does Lane come back knowing that Stout, his beloved Stout, is not here anymore, and that there is a kind of feeling of change? My ultimate guess is Lane comes back. They talk late into it. It's hard to walk away from that kind of life-changing money. So I'm hopeful, still hopeful he comes back, but hey, there's still a chance that he retires. And then what's it all look like? And what's it look like after this season when most likely Fangio will finally retire after hinting at it the last 2 seasons? So lots to discuss as we reflect on the past year in football Philadelphia. One basketball note, the Sixers, all right, clap your hands, everybody. They got under the tax. Everybody. Hang the banner. Somebody sent me it. It was great. Where there was a tax champions. I mean, we all expect, like, what's the shoe to drop? They're trading McCain for a number 1 pick. What's the shoe? What's it going to be? Are you going to get a rebounder? You're going to get someone to help out with perimeter defense? No, they're not. And by the way, they lost last night because of that, right? Third quarter, it's amazing. Nick Nurse needs to just leave the arena in the third quarter. Maybe that'll help. Or you can come back in the fourth. It's uncanny. And they couldn't defend, right? Couldn't stop the ball. Lakers used a big third quarter without Luka, who got hurt early, and beat the Sixers. But ultimately, all this consternation about the deadline, nothing happened other than you got rid of McCain. Which I start to think, like, you couldn't get rid of McCain at the end of the year? Like, this was the best you're going to get for Jared McCain? I don't know. In my mind, I'm thinking, maybe he plays second half a little bit more. I know Nurse had him out of the rotation, but you don't know. Like, you find minutes for him, and people see he can shoot. You look at him, and you go, look, he's an asset. So you trade him for the Rockets pick. Look, the only good thing is next year's draft's ridiculous, and you got the 1 and 3 seconds, and maybe you could do something. But other than that, I expected something. So, I think the fan base is going to be upset. The fan base is going to be like, WTF, man. Come on, Josh. What are we doing? And, it's a wide open East. Teams jockey, teams make moves. The Cavs make a huge move, right? And getting Harden. Celtics get Vucevic. Like, teams are doing stuff. And they did nothing but get under the tax. And it doesn't sit well. It's hard. It's hard. Now, there's the buyout. I don't know what you're going to get in the buyout, but that's what's there. You converted Barlow into a two-way player, into a full-time NBA player off the two-way contract. All right. Pretty underwhelming. And Flyers go down to end the you want to call it the first half, or end until the Olympic break. So Everybody goes to Milan for the Olympic break. Hockey will be great during that. Flyers come back at it end of the month, so they get a respite, which was much needed, much needed. Good morning, VG.
Is it? What is like? I'm really trying not to use obscenities today.
Yeah, I love that hat.
This is a protest hat,
Sonic's hat.
spite hat today.
Sonic's hat, like that.
Because I can't stand this ownership group. This is a team that they got a chance for the conference finals. They can take the East. They're likable. They're fun.
How
Just
about
get
Joe?
a rebounder?
How about JoJo January continues into February with another dominant? Like, that's 8-8 is a good defense. You know, the Lakers were number 1 in defense in the entire league against the 5 spot.
I did not know that.
Yeah, against the center spot, they were number 1 in defense, and Joel had his way with an easy 35.
There's no Luka for the whole second half.
I know.
It's like, come on.
I watch it, so my eyes.
Dude. And there's a stat going around. 4 teams are paying more in the luxury tax this year than Josh Harris has paid in his entire run as a Sixers ownership. And if you compare how much he's worth, which is $12 billion, it equals he spent 1/3 of a penny on luxury tax.
Yeah, I mean, does he care? Like,
No.
let's face it. He's got the Commanders.
He doesn't care. And I'm just over these billionaires and the taxes, man. It's the same with Middleton.
Well, at least Middleton's spending big money.
Josh Harris is spending big money. He's not spending tax money. Middleton's doing everything he can to come in under the tax as much as he can.
But Middleton, at least, what are they, the 4th highest payroll in baseball?
Yeah.
All right. What are the Sixers?
I don't know.
They ain't the 4th highest.
Middle of the road?
They don't. Yeah, they're not the 4th highest.
I mean,
there's teams paying tax.
I'm just over billionaires worried about luxury taxes.
I get it.
If I'm Middleton, I'll spend $4 billion. I still got $1 billion left, and I can still have a private jet. I just want to win and build a dynasty.
Yeah, dude.
I don't understand it.
Well, you know,
I don't understand it.
it's life. Right?
Every day, it's like every day is more
Youth
chaos.
is wasted on the young, and sports ownership is wasted on the billionaires.
Yeah. At least some of them want to win, or at least you think they act like they want to. I don't know. Like Cohn's out of his mind in New York, but he's trying to throw money at anything.
Yeah.
I think I might rather have that right now.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. I don't know. And then the stick of the Eagle stuff, it's every day, dude.
I don't know how
every
much
day.
more we can take.
I listened to McClain's podcast. He says it's a big deal. He's inferring that Stout, they were supposed to release their message together, and Stout jumped the gun to show that he's not on the same page as the organization. So he released his Stout out before it was supposed to be a time together release. I don't know what they did to anger him so much. This happened. They're saying like week 5 they took it off in the run game.
Yes. Well, I mean, he wasn't being listened to.
Yeah.
He was being ignored. Like, how in the world could Sirianni strip him of that duty?
Put him in a closet, kind of.
And you got Patullo, and you go, let me lean into Patullo.
Yeah.
And you had a horrific offense. Not a bad offense. They were horrible.
The bottom of 4.
With all that talent.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing. You can't tell me that it's all Jalen's fault. Like, stop. Like, there's no way in the world. Not when you have all that collection of talent. And
it seemed idiot proof.
Like, your move is to take away the run game from Stoutland?
That's it. That's going to fix everything.
Maybe that's why.
Let us 2 wide receivers who played nowhere, like we played in like Division 7, let us come in and take anything away from Stoutland and figure out this run game.
It's your boy Nick.
Jeez, man. I did like
but he's Lombardi with his record. Did you know that?
God.
Do you know what his record is?
I don't know. He's better.
It's Lombardi.
The land and stuff. And it seems, I guess, from what people are hearing, Lane would like to do a little Vic, get a little feel wanted a little more. That could help him come back.
Yes.
Landon, I mean, yeah.
Sprinkle
a little extra. Give me a little incentive to come back one more time. Because I got these kids. I'm playing under these kids now.
And by the way, you need it.
Yeah.
You need them. You need Lane Johnson. You got to have Lane Johnson. If they don't have Lane Johnson, they're going to finish 3rd.
In the division? Oh, man.
Above Washington.
Wow.
No Lane Johnson? No A.J. Brown?
Maybe no Landon.
I mean,
No,
what,
no Dallas Goddard.
I mean, they got a lot of work to do.
I mean, the only knowns we know coming back are Mailata, Hurts, Saquon, and Devontae. That's it. Other than that,
I mean, you don't care about Steen,
no.
right? You
No,
don't,
I'm glad I
got
need to
Cam,
draft a guard.
right?
Wow.
Steen's actually not a bad pass blocker. He's not a good run blocker. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But who knows how they were deployed, right? Like, once if Stout's going, yo, man, you're putting me in the closet, you're handcuffing me.
Yeah. You're not even listening to me.
And think about this. Think about if you're Jeff Stoutland, right? And you go, yeah, these dudes have the stones
Right.
to put me in the closet.
Right.
These idiots.
This guy's developing Hall of Famers every year, it feels like.
Like, if you're like just on face value, like I don't know what happened in the building, and I don't know. We're just reacting to McClain's podcast, but at his face, if Jeff Stoutland says, "If I'm being put in the closet by these two idiots,"
yes.
If you're Jeffrey Lurie, how do you feel about that?
He's got to be incensed about this. This is like his dude.
Like, what?
He's had this dude for 13, 14 years.
That's my point.
Yeah.
He's kept him over head coaches.
And there's a guess of where he might end up. He may not be done, Stout.
I don't know. Listen, you're right.
There's
because
a guess.
The way it was worded was that he's still going to play or still going to coach. Somebody around them told me, well, I think he's going to retire. It don't sound like it.
No, and it sounds like he'll be in our division.
Giants.
Yeah,
somebody else said Giants.
With Frank Reich.
Frank Reich.
Isn't he up there as their coordinator?
No.
Who's their coordinator?
It's Harbaugh as the coach.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you talking about?
Nagy. But he's going to be pissed off, Stout. I don't want pissed off Stout in our division.
No.
No.
Not at all.
No, dude.
Pissed off Stout? What?
No.
No. Not in the least bit.
With Scatterboo?
Scatterboo. Well, you better worry about the wide receivers coming back.
Yeah.
Neighbors. Who's really good. Oh, God.
Dude,
Harbaugh. Harbaugh's going to fix them because Harbs is just a good coach.
Yeah.
He's
a professional.
Now, that's his CEO coach.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but what am I supposed to think? Like, they won it last year by pivoting because the O-line said, yo, Lane goes, we got to run the ball, man.
Yes.
Something was so obvious. I was screaming for it for how many weeks before they started to do it? I was bending your ear.
At least a month.
You're run game. Be who you are, man. You got great O-line. You got Barkley. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
So let's put it in perspective. Last year, they win by having the most dominant run game. And a year later, 4 weeks later, or 5 weeks later, they're ignoring and putting their run game coordinator, a Hall of Fame offensive line coach, in the closet. 5 games into the season.
What? Yeah, I know.
What?
I don't.
5 games into the season.
Like, again, I don't know what that
problem?
means, but he said the agent said he felt marginalized.
Yeah.
Now it's easy to extrapolate feeling marginalized to being put in the closet.
Oh, thanks, Rich Magazine. I was curious. Reich is in the other New York team.
He's a Jets, yeah.
All right, it makes me feel somewhat better.
Why?
You know, I didn't want to think he's not in the league, and I thought he was the offensive coordinator up in the New York Giants. But,
Frank Reich?
Yeah.
What do you care about Frank Reich for?
Well, I just connected him. That's all. I just said it. You know, my memory. I worry sometimes about my memory. At least I know he's at the Jets. The Giants Jets is an easy slip up.
I worry about your memory too.
Yeah.
I joke about you, but you're too young to God forbid, go through anything like that.
Jeez, oh man.
Really? But you know,
happy Friday. You know, I was watching curling this morning. Thank God that's on USA Czechia. We got team figure skating short program today at noon. Opening ceremonies at night. Thank God the Olympics are here.
You know what's bad? Is I got no interest.
I know. I don't.
Except
with
for-
everything that we're going on right now, like, please give me the Olympics. USA will win a fair amount of gold medals.
I'm looking I like the hockey. Hockey's going to be awesome with the NHL players. I'm looking forward to that. That's when I'll start watching. That Lindsey Vogn's awesome, though, I have to say.
I don't know how this is going to happen. They showed her practices. She got a torn ACL.
Yeah, but she doesn't need it.
I guess not. They put a brace on her.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's a beast, Lindsey
Wait,
Vonn.
can we talk? This is going to, I don't know if we're going to have a nug, but it's topical now, the Olympics. Have you heard about the ski jumpers?
No.
Have you heard, Julia?
I'm trying to stay away from.
No.
Like, here's the problem, is that I'm trying to stay away from social media.
Yeah.
Because of the Epstein files.
Yes.
Because
I don't blame you.
I can't look at anything else. My soul is hurting. Like I mean, the vile nature of these people.
Yeah,
it's just disgusting.
You can't even imagine what they're doing.
It's disgusting. It's the worst of humanity.
Yeah.
And to think it's going on under everybody's nose.
For how long? Decades.
Yeah, it's just awful. It's awful. So, go ahead, tell me about the jumpers.
Well,
I'm anti-social media.
There's a big investigation, according to The Athletic. Reports have surfaced that ski jumpers,
What do they do?
they're injecting their Johnsons with hyaluronic acid to help them fly farther.
Wait.
I don't know what hyaluronic acid is or why.
Why you can't?
Why put there if it makes you
Dude,
jump further?
you can't. Wait a
You
second.
can't stick it in your arm, right?
Right. You can't stick it in your butt.
Anywhere. Right.
Like,
Right.
You stick it in your Johnson.
Yes, and I do not want to be.
And it helps you forward. What's that? A propeller?
I don't understand it. My heart goes out to the anti-doping people who have to investigate this matter. It's not an investigation I would want to be involved in.
Life's just absurd. Like, the world is absurd.
I don't know.
The world's absurd. You know that.
It increases the girth.
Okay.
And it gives you a temporary enhance, which would theoretically mean athletes would be given bigger, looser suits, and they could catch wind like a sail.
No, you always hear about the Olympic Village, and it's like a factory.
Oh, those guys were walking around like,
forget about it.
yeah. Oh man,
It's a party.
This article says it can last for 18 months.
18 months.
Hey,
Last
God bless. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Fly like an eagle.
Mickey in the chat says he hears the bro gets injections of wink twice if true.
Tim Bro. All right. We got to take a quick time out. Oh, my God. The world. Jeez. We got Devon coming up next. Let's talk about the Sixers. Oh, God. We'll talk about that. Baldy. We should tell Baldy about that. Baldy's coming up.
He's got that for his next trip to Rio.
9:55. So we'll talk to Baldy. We got our Rothman Docs. We got Danny, AD, TV, Todd. Typical Friday heading into the Super Bowl. Oh, I found these props that I got to throw at you.
All right.
Because we did a prop thing the other day, but you did all the wrong props.
It happens.
I found it with the brain. We went through. It's like who has more goal. I had to run this by VG. It was it was like a soccer Mbappe to get 3 goals versus somebody.
Those bet you need an abacus for, dude. I'm not doing all that
touchdown
stuff.
passes.
Yeah, it's too much long division
awful.
and multiplication.
Mbappe. All right. I don't know. Let's take a quick TO. We'll come right back with our man Devon. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. And this is it, man. Last call, all right? You got up until Sunday. $25 bet on the big game on the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app gets you an entry into the big game season ticket giveaway. All right? You can win season tickets to the Birds 27th season. Maybe Sirianni won't be there. And then if you place a bet, $25 bet for everyone you place, you get an entry. At the end of it, they pick a random drawing. 50 people will win bonus bets, and one lucky winner will receive season tickets to the 27th season for the Birds or Steelers or Lions because they're in Michigan or the Ravens because they're in Maryland. All right, check it out. BetParks.com has all the details. It's awesome. BetParks big game season ticket giveaway. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's talk about my friends from Xfinity. I love my Xfinity. What if I could tell you, what if I said to you, you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi, and what if I told you keep the price the same for 5 years? That's right. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense that lets you stream the game even when the whole family's online. That's my problem, all right? I got 2 kids. I got my wife, all right? And I need no interruptions. That's why I love my Xfinity. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me. A lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, but your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable. Lock in your price and unlock possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. All right, welcome back.
It's weird times.
Weird. You know who's not weird? Thank God for him. On the Xfinity mobile call-in line, the great Devon Givens.
Devon Givens,
NBA,
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 Devon Givens,
NBA.
Devon Givens.
What's up, my main man? You're muted, baby. You're still muted.
I apologize.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
So,
Morning. How you doing?
not good. Not good, brother.
Yeah.
The Eagles are a shit.
Yeah.
All right. 1 year ago today, we're getting ready for the Super Bowl. Right? We're going in to play the Chiefs. What's Devon frozen? Yeah, he's frozen.
He looks great. It was a long day yesterday with the trade, and he's up late. I would look like a mess if I was on
You
after.
look like a mess with sleep.
True. I mean, he looks great.
Well, you're
He's the
coming out of the
coolest.
crypt. You come
How's
out of
that?
the crypt.
Is that better?
Yeah, we got you. Yeah, you froze.
Okay,
on
I'm
us.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you were
sorry.
like the Devon Snowman. You froze.
Yeah, getting ready for the Super Bowl last year, man. Yeah, I was
And
watching.
now there's no Stoutland. I don't know. Who knows about Lane? Who knows about Dickerson? There's questions everywhere. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, the Dickerson one certainly surprised for me. Of course, we know how banged up he has been, but I didn't expect to hear that he might be away from the game. And Stoutland came out of nowhere. Listening to Bo and EJ all week, and you guys talking about things. Seeing Milton Williams up there getting an interview for a second consecutive year, and yeah, what could have been an opportunity, another opportunity missed for this football team. So it stinks. It stinks. It really does. That the vibes were so good last season. Felt good going into the game. And this year, I'm intrigued by the game. I'm intrigued by the game, but I would much prefer that the Eagles are there again defending their crown.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
listen, had they lost, right?
hmm
Like even still, it's just the turnover and the finality and all kinds of upheaval. Like, think about it. A.J. Brown could be gone, right?
Right.
Goddard's gone. We talked about the O-line. What's it going to look like? You got Jalen, Saquon, and Devontae, and Steen, and Jordan Mailata.
And Steen, who wasn't great last year either. What do you have? I guess what you have is you have a new offensive coordinator that you hope can open up some things on the offensive side where you get some easier matchups, some wide open opportunities where things are not where they can create
Listen,
some
I'm
space. You can
hopeful
get some
for
chunk
Mannion
plays.
too. Like I'm
I'm
hopeful for him.
hoping.
But do we really believe that
I
he's
don't
going to
know.
have success right away?
I don't know. I don't know. I hope
no, the
so.
odds. What do the odds tell you? Like the odds tell
I'll
you,
tell you.
it's going to take a minute.
Yeah, I'd say it's going to take a minute. But when you do have some vets with some experience together, the head coach with whatever his role is
Don't
in
bring
the
up the head
offense,
coach. Do me a favor.
if
Don't bring
anything,
him up.
then you
He
hope
doesn't.
that
He
you
doesn't
hope it's
exactly
a
give me
smooth
confidence.
transition. I know he does, and I already know how you feel about him. But
Does
hopefully that
like
just
all kidding aside?
eases the
I don't
transition. No, he
dislike him.
doesn't.
Right? I don't dislike the
hmm
guy. But let me ask you
hmm
this: do you go? Oh yeah, Sirianni. Does he engender confidence in you?
Not necessarily, no.
Of course not.
No, not 100% where I just simply say, "And no, you're wrong." No, I don't do that. No. Um, it's when we how much credit do we give him though for being in two championships, being in two Super Bowls, winning one, should have won the other one, or at least was right there
He's in
in
the
the
back of
other
the
one.
bus. He's on the bus, pulling the thing down to get to stop.
I guess, but it's tough, man, to sit here and they're not in it because I thought that they could beat anybody in this playoffs if they got the opportunity to do so. They did not, and Seattle's the rightful representative for the NFC. So it stinks, man. It stinks, but we'll see. Hopefully, we get a good game and Seattle wins.
You're in Seattle?
Yeah, I'm going Seattle in this one.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm kind of anti. I'm obviously anti-Boston, anti-Patriots.
You sound like a little kid who didn't get his way.
But I
don't.
don't.
I don't care about this game. I don't want to watch it.
Like I want to watch it, but I don't really care. I mean, I don't care about Seattle. You got your Sonics hat on. That's cool. But
I don't care about the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't care about the game. Like, if there's anybody else, I don't even know who I would root for. But like Chicago, if the Bears had gotten in, I'd be all about the Bears and Caleb.
All right.
But
I mean, yeah. There was something about Seattle that I watched them quite a few times, like you guys did. They were a fun team to watch. I'm a big fan of Jackson Smith and Jigba. The Sam Darnold story is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like those guys, and that defense is vicious. Watching them all season, I'm in on them for this game. That I can stand them.
You're a
more
great
than I
level-headed
would like to see
sportsman.
that.
You're a great level-headed sportsman.
Thank you.
You are.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
You're not
I
prone
appreciate it.
to emotional outbursts like me, and I'm an idiot.
The occasional outburst, but yeah, I'll pick my spots.
Yeah. I'm in a bad sports mood today. Let's talk about your Sixers.
Pitchers and catchers here soon, man.
I got news for you. I can't wait.
Me neither.
I can't wait for Philly.
Give me the visuals.
I'm down. Let's talk about your squad. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
So we all waited for 3:00, and it was a big dud.
Big disappointment.
Big dud.
Big disappointment. Yeah, it was. After the McCain deal went down the day before, you hear about the Eric Gordon stuff earlier in the day yesterday. You thought that the Jared McCain thing was setting something up, and it did not. Aside from the Dominic Barlow extension, which stay in the contract, we all knew that was going to happen at some point. It was just a matter of when. And that was not the move that you wanted with Jared McCain to set up Dominic Barlow, because then, as the guys had pointed out yesterday on our trade deadline show, you didn't need to do anything with Jared McCain overall to do anything with Dominic Barlow. And that's the frustrating part. So then you don't replace him with his whatever you think of him. The idea of his skill set, which we saw last season at his best, you did not replace that in any way with the shooting, the playmaking, the ball handling. And we know that, look, it was quite possible that it wasn't going to turn itself around this year. And you might have had to wait another year. When we had Legs on, and Legs talked to us about a shooter and getting his knee back on him with that meniscus, you got to have the confidence, and it's going to take a little bit of time. And we've seen he's had some good games and he's had some bad games, but to not do anything to replace him when you do move him, that was very disappointing. Again, you don't have to be attached to the player, but you just
I
basically
agree.
gave up a roster spot with the shooting that there was already a lack of shooting on the basketball team, and you didn't replace it.
I agree. It's like you go, well, why are you giving up on him now? I get it, you go, well, next year's draft, but it's a late one. And look, the next year's draft is looking very good. Like this draft coming up is looking to be really, really impactful. But, you're going to have to sing and dance to get up. And like, how far are you
trade
going
him
to
in
get
the
up?
summer. Trade him at the draft. Why do it now? Why give up a player
That's what
now
I'm
that's not
saying.
replaced?
I said the same
Yeah.
thing to start the show, which is, well, why got to do it now? Like, what are you saying? Hey, well, Nick Nurse, I was arguing with somebody, and they go, well, Nick Nurse, he's not Nick Nurse's rotation. Well,
Doesn't
why?
seem like it's his kind of guy. No, it doesn't seem like it's his guy after last year. Trying to give him an opportunity to snap out of it this year. Some DMPs or some 8-minute runs, send him into the G League, which was the right thing to do, so he can get some shots off and not have to worry about anything, not overthink it. But it just never happened for him this season here. And the only reason, and we agree because of the summer part of it, is he's either going to play better and increase his value, and maybe you trade him then, or you decide to keep him, or he doesn't play well again and you just sell him off at that point and get exactly what you just got back as a late first round pick and 2 second rounders in the future. So that's where I have a problem, because all the moves that were made out there were a few guys that you could look at and say, you know what, I would have liked to have seen Daryl Morey in the front office go after that guy. You didn't have to give up a lot, and bring that player in here, and maybe he can make a difference on a team that, again, this East is open. They can compete with anybody when they are right, when they have their full complement. And I thought they dropped the ball on this one.
I gotta ask you a question, because this is the brain. Because the brain spent the first 15 minutes of our Bet Park show last night railing about Anthony Davis.
Oh, he's been all over that.
So, because he goes, and he makes a compelling point. He's like, listen, Anthony Davis has a finger. Like, he could come back. And you put Anthony Davis, and if you look at the injuries, it's not like they're structural damage injuries, right? He can still play. And you would pair him with Embiid. And the cost is nothing. With Washington go with anything, you'd put Paul George for the money. Why not Anthony Davis? That he was incensed by it.
It would have certainly made a splash, and it would have been intriguing to think about a front court with those two guys next to each other, where Anthony Davis, we know, prefers to play the power forward position versus the center. And I think that's what he's going to do in Washington with Alex Sarr there at the 5. So it would have been intriguing. It wasn't one that I really thought of, because when we think of Joel Embiid, we think of also the injuries keeping him off the floor. And while you mentioned the finger, there's always something with Anthony Davis where, yeah, you wouldn't have had to give up a lot, but you would have been right back in the same place with Paul George of, is he going to be on the floor
but here's the
available,
thing.
or is he not? It would have been
Would you
intriguing,
rather
though.
have and this is where he's right, because I'd rather have Anthony Davis than Paul George. Because then you keep McCain, right? Like, you keep McCain, and at least you got somebody who can sweep the glass, because somebody can rebound.
That for sure. Again, That would have been something I would have been intrigued by to watch for the final 30 plus games to see how that played out in the playoffs as well, and then give a full summer, full training camp with that being your group. Yeah, I would have done it. I would have been upset if they did it. Not at all. Not at all. I would, if you pair those two together, yeah, he makes up for the rebounding that Embiid doesn't have anymore right now. He can certainly do that. We know he can still score, has a face-up game, can put the ball on the floor from time to time, and he can shoot. So yeah, I mean, we're talking about a Hall of Famer that can still play. And if that's the case
And it's
that
the
they
same. The
went
contract's
in that
done
direction,
in
I would have
28.
done that.
It's just like George,
Yeah.
like, whatever. It's like you're in the same
Yeah.
spot. You just shuffle
Yeah,
the deck.
I would have done that. Yeah, I would have done that.
And he was right when he was saying, I'm going, well, how come we're not thinking that way? How come we're not thinking? How come? Like, you look at last night, once again, with this, I keep thinking, East is wide open, but they just are wretched defensively. They're just bad defensively. They gave up
Yeah.
68 points in the second half.
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't
without
good.
Luka Doncic.
It wasn't good. And this was after the first half where they looked really good defensively, where they were forcing them to miss some shots. They certainly forced them into a lot of turnovers. They didn't get enough points off of their turnovers as well. And then the defense in the second half just collapsed overall for them. And I think they got a little too comfortable. When they built that 14-point lead coming out of the locker room, they put 6 right up on the Lakers last night. And after that, that's when things really started to shift the other way, with Austin Davis turning into Luka Doncic, or Austin Reeves, turning into Luka Doncic. Austin Reeves turning to the Austin Reeves that looked like an all-star in the beginning of the year, and he just goes off, and they can't figure him out, and that's how they lost the basketball game. And then late game opportunities where Maxi Kleber's getting 4 offensive rebounds. He can't jump, but somehow he's positioning to get 4
That's
offensive
my
rebounds,
point!
creating for second chance
That's
points.
my point, Devon.
It was frustrating. It was frustrating.
And
And
Nick
then they
Nurse
get
needs to
themselves
leave
back
the arena
into
in the
it.
third quarter. He should go in the parking lot, sit in the car for the third quarter.
I hate the way he
And
waves
before
his hands.
that,
The way he waves his hands, he
he-
flails. I hate the way he does that. He just looks like he's in panic
Yeah.
mode all the time.
yeah, and before that though, they were clicking.
I know.
I was getting ready to write some stuff up for, for the description and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, they really have it rolling here tonight. And they look pretty good again. And they're gonna win this basketball game again. And then it did not happen. So the collapse where they got themselves back into it in the final, 60 seconds. And then they had some boneheaded plays there with the bad foul from VJ Edgecombe on Marcus Smart, and then just absolutely leaving a player wide open for a dunk when miscommunication on the back end, to your point about the defense again. So it came back to bite them last night. 5-game winning streak was a season-long one. They still look pretty good. And going into this trip,
Well,
I said,
Joe looks
take
great.
3 of
Joe.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's about Embiid. Maxey's terrific. We know VJ's stud, right? And Embiid's playing fantastic. But
yeah.
you still have nobody can rebound.
Yeah.
It's
No,
amazing.
I
'cause
know. And
you'll see them, and they'll have more men under the boards, and the balls just don't find them. I don't know what it is. Well, they don't go get them. They'll be
Yeah, that
2 or 3
gravitational pull
Sixers,
there,
one of the
VJ.
opposition team, and the ball ends up in the opposition.
VG.
Yeah.
1-2.
Yeah. And the one that you can count on in Dominic Barlow, I think they were putting a real body on him to prevent him from getting opportunities last night. And then you didn't get enough scoring from the bench, where I said this to the guys last night, if you guys look at the box, I know you did, but if you remove even Reeves' 35, they still beat the Sixers bench scoring 26-14 without Reeves' 35 points.
Yeah.
You needed something from the bench last night to help win that basketball game. You did. And they did not have it. So it stinks. They have 2 more to go. Phoenix on Saturday, and then they close it out on Monday in Portland, come home against the Knicks on Wednesday, and then they hit the All-Star break. So I would hope that they're able to somehow steal 2 of these before the break, because they have been playing so well. So, and Tyrese Maxey needs a break. I know he's playing in the All-Star game, but he needs a rest. And this All-Star trip is going to be the break after the game, the actual All-Star game. He's going to need it. He's going to need it. Some downtime, some R&R, because That you can tell when he's also getting tired. The way he shot last
Yeah, I
night,
mean,
the playmaking was there, but he didn't have his legs
he
on
had
his
13
3-point shot
dimes last night.
last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he looked really good with that. And if he would have made a few more shots, I'm sure some other things would have opened up for him too. So they
Even
need a break.
VJ too.
Just
VJ's logging a lot of minutes, and
more than he's played in since in Baylor last year. So
exactly. I
yeah,
love
they
that
already
kid.
have 51 games.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've already surpassed what he played last season. Absolutely.
That kid,
Yeah.
that
So
kid's the
they just
greatest,
need a break.
man. He's just the best. You see how
He's fun.
like he just does everything too. He had 4
He does.
steals. He had 10 boards.
Mhm.
Like he's got great court vision. He's a good passer. He's got a nose for the ball.
Even if he's not
He's just-
scoring, he's impactful.
Yes, he's such a
The
good
night-
ball player.
Yeah, the Clippers game where he had 5 points, but he still had his fingerprints all over that game
Yeah.
and helped them win that game against the Clippers. Then he bounced back and give you the other game where he scores 20 plus to lead them to victory without Joel on the floor, and Maxey struggling a little bit in that game too, where he picks up the scoring slack. So they hit a home run on that one, and that's undeniable. I mean, that kid, they're going to be together in the backcourt.
Yes.
They're going to be fantastic. And I even brought up last night playing in Los Angeles, where we've already seen where the lights are not too bright for him anyway. But being in Los Angeles, the poise, all under control, the way that he was, taking those shots, defending LeBron from time to time. Man, he's just really, really good. And they got one. So, you know what the thing is too, guys, when we talk about him, because we all project him to be in the playoffs, it's just a matter of where they are, what seed and all that stuff. He's going to be huge in the postseason, and this is going to be the first time in the playoffs for a rookie with him. And I can't wait to see what he looks like on that stage. We have 31 games left, but can't wait to see what he looks like on that stage, because they're gonna need him to help win a game or two in the postseason. So it's going to be very interesting.
They if you take Embiid out of it, they're an athletic bunch. They get crushed in transition defense last night. How much?
They always
like,
cross
how
transition
is that? Like, we saying it's fatigue at minutes, or how does it happen when they're as athletic as they are?
No, that's all year, no matter who's on the floor, VG, with the transition defense. That's been a big trouble spot for them all year long.
I know. Why can't they? You look at them like they should be up and down the court with the speed of Maxey and VJ and Oubre.
Yep, something's wrong with the reaction time, because it goes, to your point, it goes their way on the offensive end with the speed and the athleticism to get some transition buckets, but they can't stop anybody the other way. And even when you have a player like Bona on the floor who rim to rim can run with anybody, right? And he's supposed to be able to block shots and protect the rim. I don't know why they have the problem that they do of getting back in transition and locating men and communicating. I think it's a lack of communication, which shouldn't be there 51 games in the season. It's, again, something that you just need to tighten up on. And
that's a coaching point.
That is a coaching point. Absolutely. You got to go out there and execute it, though, because you can't tell me that the guy and the coaching staff is not saying get back in transition and locate your man.
Yeah, I would believe when you have
take that one
17
too.
assistant coaches, like I would think somebody would say
somebody's telling them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, same thing with the rebounding and the effort.
Bona's got his head in the clouds, like he does.
Well, I just meant the part of getting back in
Yes.
transition and doing that, as VG talked about with the speed that they have to do that. So yeah, he's one day he's in the clouds, one day he's grounded, and he's really good. So that's why we also wanted them to address the backup center minutes at the deadline too, but they did not do that either. So VG, I just hope it's something that they are able to correct after the break. They really tighten up on some of these things, and these are not issues that we're talking about any longer, from the rebounding to the transition defense, the effort that we just discussed. I hope it's something that is corrected, because they do have a chance against anybody in the Eastern Conference in a 7-game series.
Am I delusional to think that they'll be able to find somebody on the buyout market who can contribute and help them?
Somebody, I mean, the best one that we came up with was Haywood Highsmith as a wing. You want Cam Thomas on this team? Do you want who else was available? Pat Connaughton, George Niang, Chris Boucher.
Gross. The buyout market.
These are the names, and the one that
ridiculous. It's like shopping.
The one that
it's like 9th Street, like at the end of the day with the rotten fruit. Like, oh my God.
Hey,
And the guy goes, I'll give you 20 for $1.
and the one that you would hope is, but he's 34, 35. It was like, all right, I would take Chris Middleton because he can make a shot and he's 6'8". He's not even he's staying in Dallas. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to get bought out. He's going to stay there. I would have taken it. I would have taken a swing at
He's
that.
such a
And then
flea
the other
guy.
part,
He's another one
well,
with fleas. Ugh.
he came up in the game 6 and helped them win a
I
championship.
know.
So I would do it. That one still hurts. Then you have to compete with the other teams that these players have to choose the Sixers, right, VG?
Yeah.
It's easy for us to sit here and say, go get Haywood Highsmith, but Haywood Highsmith might look at Detroit and say, I'll go to Detroit instead. So that's the other part about it is
What was your other?
you choose them, would they choose you?
Yeah. What was your other takeaway? Any takeaway from the deadline? What was your big takeaway in the East? Celtics
In the Eastern Conference,
Vucevic.
Celtics, Knicks adding Alvarado with the extra ball handler. I thought they did pretty good. I know a lot of people kind of, it's like, Vucevic. Yeah,
No.
but things always seem to work out with the Celtics. And then if they get Jason Tatum back, which, I mean, that injury is crazy. But if he comes back, he's coming back because he thinks he can contribute in some way.
Yes.
You already have Jaylen Brown playing at an all NBA level, and you add Vucevic, who is a guy who can step away from the basket. He's a really good passer at the 5. Defensively, no. But you have the combination of he and Kata's been your 5, helping them to a top 3 seed already in the Eastern Conference. That's not a bad 1-2 punch at the center position when you're relying on the other guys to do the work that they are asked to do, from Pritchard to Hauser and on down the line. So I like what Boston did. I like Alvarado coming off the bench behind Jalen Brunson to give him a lift at the point guard position, especially with Deuce McBride going down for surgery that they're probably going to have to wait for the playoffs. Picking up Alvarado was big. And
how about Diamond James? Did you like the Diamond James trade?
For who?
Did you like the Diamond James trade for Garland?
Diamond James?
Harden.
Oh. I thought it was cool. I thought it was because they're taking a swing, because if it didn't work out with this group, they were going to make the move anyway.
I thought it was a good move. I liked it.
Yeah, take a swing. We saw that
And he'll win a
Harden
couple
can
games
play
for
with
you
the
in playoffs,
player.
You know that?
Yeah, he did that with the Sixers. He won 2 for the Sixers, and you just rely on Mitchell, who can win 2 for you there, and you just see what the guys in the front court and some of the role players can. Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson, can they make some shots
Tyson's a nice
in the playoffs?
player.
He is. I want to see it in the playoffs, but he is a nice player. And we saw James Harden next to Tyrese Maxey, and it worked. So now you get a guy that is a multiple-time All-Star as well, and Donovan Mitchell, and it worked. So I think it will work. Kenny Atkinson is a really good head coach. He'll figure out a way to make that go. And so they're going to be a tough out also. Yes.
I'm with you, baby.
Yeah, Diamond James. I was like, yeah, but I got you. It's going to be, they see them one more time, I believe, the Sixers do. Yeah, because Cleveland has a 2-1 series lead. They see them one more time. I believe it's in Cleveland as well. And then, oh, by the way, Jared McCain and OKC, March 23rd, back here in Philadelphia. So that'll frustrate people then too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you watch, because SGA's hurt, right? So watch Saturday, tomorrow. I think they're on national TV. Watch when he comes in. He's going to come. He's going to wind up playing, and he's going to score 14 points tomorrow night. He's going to make 3 threes, and people are going to go, "What?"
See? Yeah.
Can you see it? You can see it.
On a couple of those passes from Isaiah Joe.
Yeah. I can totally see it. Can't you see it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's going to have a 25-point game somewhere in there with 6 threes over the next couple of weeks. You know he is.
Yeah.
You know he is. Yeah.
My brother, we love you, man.
Love you guys, VG. Love the hat, man. Dope.
Despite hat. I'm miserable about the deadline, so I had to go anti-Sixers.
He went.
I go spite
It's
hat
dope,
today.
though.
Gus Williams.
It's dope.
You got the Gus Williams hat.
You got the Gus Williams.
Slick Watts.
Little Dale Ellis.
Yes. All right, bro.
We can run through all those names. Thanks, man.
See you, buddy. The great Devon Givens killing it. The Sixer crew killed it on the NBA trade deadline. Once again, it's a shame that they're covering the Sixers because I love that. I love them. I love them. But they management freak. It's just so frustrating.
I don't know how they did it. In 2 hours, I watched every minute of it. Entertaining show, man, and there was nothing happening with the Sixers.
Oof. All right, coming up, Baldy will join us. Looking forward to that. Lot to run.
I just saw a video of him he was interviewed yesterday saying Stoutland's coaching next year somewhere, he thinks.
Yeah. The great Baldy. Live. He was out last night smoking cigars with the crew.
So I do have an update on these ski suits. So every 2 centimeters in the ski jump, every 2 centimeters in circumference they get extra gives them 5% more lift, which equals 5.8 meters. Pretty good.
Knock yourself out. Then you could be a ski jumper.
I'm just saying. I'm understanding why these maniacs are doing that craziness.
Go over to Poconos. You can go
to Poconos.
Put your ski suit on.
Ski jumps in Poconos.
All right. Let's talk about some of our friends.
Hey, let's talk about Ashley Furniture. I love Ashley Furniture. Now's your chance to transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your house starting at just $299, and you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60 months special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year's sale because we just love Ashley Furniture.
So my morning routine begins at Wawa. I think like most everybody else, but it's the greatest routine ever. It's the $5 breakfast deal, and it's a deal. You're talking about your sizzly. You want bacon, egg, and cheese. You want sausage, egg, and cheese. You want a bagel. You want a wrap. It's right there. Hash brown, coffee, all right? Any size coffee. I'm a Wawa coffee fan, all right? Whole thing, just $5. Now you can, if you want to switch it up, you want to go with the new caramel chocolate craze flavors, you want something different, you want a little sweetness to it. But anyway, you're in, you're out. You got enough fuel to actually get you going in the morning. You got meetings, you got stuff to do. Wawa is the fuel. 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day. All right? Any size coffee, sizzly hash brown. Wawa.com, limited time availability. Get fueled up at Wawa.
Hey, let's talk about Ashley Furniture. I love Ashley Furniture. Now's your chance to transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your house starting at just $299, and you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60 months special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year's sale because we just love Ashley Furniture.
Well. This is the Friday before the Super Bowl. And think about this, man. This is last year.
Last year.
Super Bowl 59.
Feels like a decade ago. A long season.
It does. It's a year ago.
It's not a year. That's
what the hell happened? For answers, let us go out to San Francisco, where our man on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, kind enough to get up early out there after a night of cigars.
Yes.
Who's who?
Tequila.
Right? He's in his element. Baldy.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Ay, Baldy. Oh, he likes pizza and football. Oh, Baldy.
There.
What's up, cuz? Good morning.
Love it.
I'm ready to fire it up.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, man.
Was that the Jaws cigar party?
Yeah. I went there. I went over to Went over to Lane Johnson's trainer, Gabe. He's sponsoring a beer company. They had a big party out there on the in the Bay last night, and cigar party. It was good. It was a good night. Good overall night, man. Good seeing. And it's always good just running into people. You have no idea who you're going to see, and then you kind of run into them. It's pretty good. It was.
What was the weather like? What's the weather been
It was
like?
unbelievable because I was outside, like literally Lane was in a t-shirt. Like I had a jacket on, but I mean, it was beautiful last night. Outside in this one alley. It was pretty cool how they set up the cigar party. Urlacher kind of runs it now. So Brian did a good job really setting it up, really finding a good spot. It was inside. If you want to stay in there and eat and drink, and then outside with the cigars, it was a good setup, really good setup.
Sounds awesome, man. And that's a
Yeah, it
great
was good.
city for it, man. It's a great walking
Yeah.
city. It's
Yeah.
it's
No, I would
great
say it was
time.
probably in the 60s last night. Wasn't cold. It was good, man. It was a really good night.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, before we get into the Eagle stuff, highlights, because you made the rounds. You're being interviewed. You're interviewing. You're in your element. Like
Yeah.
you're walking around and you got crowds. So you're like a rock star.
Yeah, I mean, all that has happened. It's kind of like mind blowing, actually, the attention that my breakdowns have gotten. But regardless of that, what's kind of cool right now, cuz I mean, obviously, you're a streaming network here, all city. They're all set up here, all the different cities, Chicago, Phoenix, Denver, the whole thing. But what's kind of cool right now is you get all these literally kids, like 20, like I have friends of mine that go to Fordham, right? Sons of friends of mine. And like Fordham University is here. Their radio show, their radio station is here. They're trying to grab, guys passing through, Michael Irvin, where they're just trying to grab guys, see if they can interview them. But like all these kids that got their iPhone and a microphone, like they're just stopping just about anybody, and they're just kind of starting their craft. Like they want to get into the business, And it used to be, if you weren't at, you weren't a WIP or a Fanatic or whatever, like where'd you go? Like where'd you go to get started? There wasn't, it was kind of hard. But now, like you can start anything right now and kind of build a following.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's get to this mess. All right.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, Baldy, that a year ago we were getting ready. Notice he has to hydrate today.
Oh yeah,
You got the hydrate going, man.
There's not coffee.
I know you're hydrating.
Not
baby.
coffee yet. No, I got to hydrate first.
Yeah. A year ago, we were getting
Yeah.
ready for the most dominant team in football to go into the Super Bowl. And that dominant team has turned into a pumpkin.
Well, there's been a lot of changes, and there might be some changes that are still coming. We talked about it last year. They ran the ball, last year 725 times, the third most in NFL history this season. And they ran their way to a Super Bowl. And the quarterback was the Super Bowl MVP. And et cetera, right or wrong, Nick Sirianni is, hoisting the Lombardi trophy as the confetti's falling. How he celebrated, everybody celebrated. Vic Fangio gets the Super Bowl, the whole thing. But it's not really the way the analytic people think you should win. It's just, that's not the way you should do it. And so and I'm not saying they're nerds, and I'm not saying there's not a place for data points in anything. Insurance business, I don't care. Every business is kind of relying. You go to Wall Street, you want to go, try to win on Wall Street, you're following all these data points, right? And so it's creeped into the point where Sean Payton in a playoff game doesn't kick a field goal, to go up 10-0, even knowing that one of the data points is weather's coming. It's coming. Everybody knew it was coming. We didn't know when, and so it's kind of crept in and kind of made things really mucky and muddy about what you should do to win a football game. And I feel like whether it's Stoutland on the way out or Vic Fangio thinking about on his way out, it's just, or who's coming in, Sean Mannion with a resume that's paper thin. And I'm not saying he can't do it, but
Right.
It's a paper thin resume. And he wants to bring his guys in, and okay, we get that. But I don't know. You talk about, you'd call it a pumpkin. I mean, it's been turned upside down.
Well, but here's the thing. This is the truth. Like, so Jared McCain on his podcast talked about Stoutland being marginalized at week 5. So, like, this is something that I don't get, right? Like, I understand that the run game was struggling and you had to do some things under center, but Sirianni's idea is to lean into Petullo and not Stoutland. Like, if I'm Stoutland, I'm pissed off too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this guy he's one of one. There's nobody else like Stoutland. Nobody. You know, nobody could have gotten Mekhi Becton to play like that. And he'll never play like that again, ever. You know, they fired their offensive line coach with the Chargers and their offensive coordinator in some part because Mekhi Becton was just a flop. You know, like he had been in New York. And I'm not here to badmouth Mekhi, but Stout got the best out of him. You know, Jason Kelsey just went out and said, I would never be who I became without Jeff Stoutland. Like Isaac Seumalo is in Pittsburgh on a contract in large part because of the way Stout developed him. And those guys are all over the league. Like nobody developed, like if your philosophy is to draft and develop, he was the golden child that could do it. And in fact, I sort of cryptically posted this the other day. He's the only coach, and I don't understand it. He's the only coach in the NFL that works out all his players before a game. Starters, backups, practice squad guys, they're all out there. And it's like, let's go. Like he comes out of the tunnel, let's go, get your ass out here. Like he's talking to them the way a drill sergeant would talk to his guys, because that's what you got to do in this business. You got to be hard on them. In fact, we all got a million stories, but like, I remember young guys, even when Mulata was young and Nate Herbig, like they would be going into these meetings with Stout going, who's going to get it worse today? Am I going to get it worse today? Who's getting it? Who's getting it? They knew it was coming, but it made them great players. Like that's not Petullo. He doesn't know how to do that. Like you should be listening to the guy that actually understands every nuance of this game and how to maximize it.
I don't understand it. I mean, quite frankly, the whole thing makes no sense. Now you start to look at this whole thing and where they're at, right? So you got Mannion, and who knows? Like, you know, maybe he comes in, maybe he's a great coach. We don't know. You got Grizzard from Tampa that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
But you have so much uncertainty now with you don't have the veteran coach, right? You lose Stout. Now you also may lose Dickerson because there's talk about Dickerson. We know about Lane, that Lane right now is up in the air, and you were with him last night. You think he's going to play?
I think, but I tell you, I know where you're going, cuz just being with Lane last night, I think he's going to play.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's going to play. But he also said something that kind of shocked me, that I'll give this guy a chance. Let's give whoever it is, I'm going to give him a chance. Which is pretty open-minded.
Yeah.
When you've been groomed by one guy.
Yeah.
Your whole career. And Lane was last time saying, Baldy, man, go back and watch my rookie year tape. Like I had real flaws, like I didn't know what I was getting into. I played offensive line 2 years at Oklahoma.
Right.
I didn't, and he says 4th pick of the draft and how he struck gold. But no, but I mean for him to say, like I think Lane's still recovering from Liz Frank, but he's gonna be okay, I think. But I think he's gonna play. And like for him to say, hey, let's give it a chance, let's give it a shot. I think that's encouraging.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I hope, Dickerson, there's talk about him now. McClain talked about him potentially retiring early. My guess is it's like how he's like, listen, let's give it a shot, right? He probably told Fangio, which I think happened, hey, man, listen, we love you. Come back. Give us another year, all right? Let's all take a shot at this thing and see if we can kind of recapture some magic. And if not, then I think there's sweeping changes.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably, I mean, it's hard to know like how that happened. You got to play it out. You got to play it out. But yeah, that could be the possibility. Could be the end result. I saw Landon last night. I mean, he's had some serious injuries. I mean, some guys just age differently in this business. And, he had injuries at Florida State, injuries at Alabama. He got it, he was scoped before the season started last year, and he never really came around, never felt like he was on one leg much of the year. He's been on one leg in the postseason before when he's just gimpy out there. So it's, those things, and he's not, I mean, give that guy a hammer and a tool belt. Like that guy's happy as hell,
Yeah.
That's, I mean, he's got it's not going to be about building a big fortress of cash and money and accolades. That's going to make that guy happy. That guy's pretty happy doing just about anything.
So where are you at with him? It's kind of like he also AJ Brown. I mean, everybody and their mother reporting that he's not coming back, that he wants out, the whole thing. What's your 50,000-foot kind of view of this thing?
Well, I don't know what Sean Mannion is going to do. He's coached quarterbacks for a year. Like he was a backup quarterback. Doug Peterson was a backup quarterback his whole career, but he went to high school, at least coached 5 years. I mean, he rose pretty quickly, but he was in Louisiana coaching high school. Like, I don't know how Sean's going to command a room. I really don't. Like, he was with Matt LaFleur. Okay, they worked with Jordan Love and Malik Willis, and all right, that's great. They got to the playoffs. I don't know what to think. I don't know Sean Mannion. I don't know what his philosophy or his belief is. Matt LaFleur liked to run the ball. They lost all their tight ends this year. I just talked to Romeo Dobbs, interviewed him the other day, one of the wide receivers. They're still trying to, recover from a loss to Chicago where they were up 21-3 in Chicago in bitter cold weather and going in the locker room at halftime thinking the thing is, we got this thing locked up, and Caleb went to work. So, but I mean, that's not Sean Mannion's fault. I don't know. I don't know what to think about what he's going to bring and what made them, out of all the guys they interviewed, like what made them think this is the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what swung the vote.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I just had a question about going back to when they get the new offensive line coach. I would think from his perspective, or whoever it is, that's got to be an intimidating, you're following a Hall of Fame offensive line coach. But you as a player, if you've been with Stoutland for 5, 6, 7 years, a decade, you would have to be, I think, somewhat skeptical about the new guy coming in. And how would that coach win your trust?
Because he actually knows what he's doing, and he knows how to teach, and he knows how to put you in a good position. I mean, Jordan Mailata was a big lump of clay, right? And here he is, Pro Bowl player, legit left tackle. And Stout was there every step of the way. He didn't know how to put a uniform on, like when he first got there. But, you're listening for a command. You're listening for a voice. You're listening for a guy that can stand up in front of the room and lead and coach and teach. I mean, ultimately, coaches are teachers. So if you can teach me something, it might be different than what Stout did in some ways. There's different techniques and different ways of doing things. Doug Marrone in New England does things completely different than what Stout does. Not completely, but different. There's new techniques that are out there that the game is evolving because the size of the guys are evolving and the game is evolving. Hand placement, guide hand, kill hand, like all these different things. Some guys are still shooting two hands. It's changed a lot. But I think, you gotta there's gonna be another Jeff Stoutland. Maybe this guy isn't it, but there'll be another Jeff Stoutland to come in and coach. I mean, Buffalo just lost their coach, Aaron Cromer, who I thought was as good as anybody. Bill Callahan is back in the game. Bill came with, Ray Rhodes and John Gruden back in '95, So there'll be
Bill
another
also
Bill
didn't change the
Callahan coming out
plays
of
against
college.
Tampa in the Super Bowl against John.
What's that?
Bill also didn't change the verbiage in the Super Bowl against John. And the Buccaneers were calling out the Raider plays.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the whole staff that was there, with the Raiders. It was pretty interesting.
All right, brother. Let's go down this the rabbit hole of the game itself. All right. what are you seeing? Right? Are you like right off the bat? I'm looking at I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I'm fascinated by the two fronts. Well, certainly the New
Yeah.
England front, because I think interior it's going to be up to Darnold not to turn the ball over. That's my 50-cent kind of look at it.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like, I've been over there. I'm looking at the Moscone Center right now, like where I'll be for most of the day today. And you go over there, and they may either interviewing players or they're interviewing me, whatever, doing these shows. Nobody really wants to talk about this game. It just isn't really lighting the fuse for a lot of people. Now, that's normal. That's normal. But, last year you got the Eagles, you got Mahomes, you got real, prominent Andy Reid. You got like major star power out there in the game. Doesn't really exist in this game, although Vrabel can kind of fill that void. But like this Anthony Bradford, the right guard for Seattle, his ass is 4 feet wide. He's a good run blocker, not a very good pass blocker. I always thought if you put 6 guys on your offensive front and their asses were all 4 feet wide, you could, in theory, have a pocket that's, almost 25 feet wide. That should give any quarterback some comfort to throw the football. Bradford, he's not a very good pass blocker. So, like, can you stop Milton Williams? Milton Williams and Christian Barmore, like these guys are explosive interior players. Milton Williams could have been the MVP of the game last year.
Yeah.
What he was doing at Mahomes.
Some said he was. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's playing that way right now. He's worth he's a good dude. He's undersized, but he is, that first step of his is lightning. And he gets into your crawl pretty fast. Like, can Darnold handle the pressure that's going to come at him? And vice versa. Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, like both these teams are built really good in the trenches with real star power inside. Jaron Reed, these guys are really good defensive players. And so I do think that that's going to be a big part of the game. It's interesting, like the New England Patriots have faced 3 teams, right? They faced the Chargers, the Texans, and then Denver in the championship game. And the running backs have run the ball 50 times against this New England front. They've gained 112 yards. Now, these teams aren't good running teams. Denver wasn't a good running team. The Houston Texans weren't. The Chargers struggled all year. But still, the running backs have run 50 times for 112 yards. Now, Kenneth Walker, can he run, through them a little bit better than these teams? I think so. But the longest run they've given up to a running back in 3 games is 10 yards. Like, they haven't been able to crease this defense. And so, they were the 4th ranked defense in football. They tackle very well. Watch the tackling in this game on both sides. Devin Witherspoon, Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones, like both teams tackle very, very well. And it was interesting because I was talking to Cooper DeJean and, Reed Blankenship yesterday. They're good tacklers, right? And so how do you even teach that anymore? How do you become a good tackler?
Yeah.
You can't practice it anymore. But innately, these 2 teams tackle really well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, is Evan Warwick going to play? Like, I guess he's banged up.
Yeah. I saw some video of him yesterday limping. So that was, what's today? Friday. So that was Thursday. Man, he's going to play. Like, what degree is he? I don't know. He definitely twisted the ankle, definitely came down badly on it. It's going to be a story. He is he's a hybrid player. He's a hybrid player the way Cooper DeJean's a hybrid player. The Rams could not complete a pass against him in the flat last week. Like he's a big part of, the chess match that Mike McDonald plays on defense.
Especially since they're going to wind up trying to, I think, use the middle of the field a little bit with Hunter Henry. Like you got to make sure, at least I would think you would attack. Since they play zone, I don't know how effective Drake's going to be running the ball.
Well, they're a zone team, but they match up pretty good. Like they've got concepts that really other teams should really study. Like Mike did this in Baltimore 2 years ago. They should have beaten the Chiefs. They didn't. Yeah. Shadi was pissed. I thought they were going to fire Harbaugh after that loss. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
But like I'm sitting here with the clicker, right, and I'm just like going through ideas, right, and what do I want to watch and study for this game? So I went back and watched, Now, obviously, Matt Stafford's the MVP of the league, but Drake Maye was very close. It was a close vote, right? So you go back and you think, okay, the Eagles struggle to get explosive plays all year, right? They win games without getting explosive plays. They might get one or two a game, but you go back and you watch Drake Maye this year. He's got 78 explosive pass plays. All right. So that's 20 yards or more. And these are not like 10-yard shallow crosses and 20-yard runs.
No, man. I mean, Kevin Williams down the field, he Booty.
But it's everybody. It's Kyle Williams, right? The rookie. But it's Keyshawn Butte. It's Hunter Henry. It's Austin Hooker. It's Ramondre Stevenson, Pop Douglas. Like he'll throw the ball down the field to anybody.
Mac. He threw the ball down the field to Mac. Yeah.
Matt Collins. I mean, Matt Collins. He's one of the great characters of this game. I mean, obviously the Eagles drafted him, but I didn't know what kind of character he was.
Did he have shoes on?
Hell no. No. No, he's out there in the field. I was doing a New England Tampa game 2 months ago. He's out in the field barefoot doing yoga.
Yeah.
And like doing
he's
like
a barefoot
splits.
spin. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's just one of those glue guys. He can play any role. He's a blocker, he's a celebrator, he's a special team player, whatever you need Mac to do. Like he's 9 years in this league now.
Yeah.
Like he's had a career.
Yeah. No, he's exactly, listen, like he's effective. It's going to be interesting that this whole chess match. What do you do with JSN and Christian Gonzalez? Like, do you put Christian Gonzalez on JSN? Now, you got Kupp and you got, Rashid
Shaheed.
But Shaheed, listen, he's a great returner. He burned him last week on the long touchdown, but he doesn't catch a lot of volume. Do you want to put Gonzalez on JSN? And, listen.
It's hard, guys. It's hard. Just the way Kubiak moves Jackson Smith and Jigba around. Like he was in the backfield last week. He was out there in space, the way they put McCaffrey in space. He was in the slot. He's in motion. He's out wide. It's hard to be a corner and travel like that. Like it's just, you put him in the backfield, it's going to be hard to match up with him. So Kubiak knows what Gonzalez can do. Like he's capable of throwing a blanket on him. I'm running with him, but I saw Justin Jefferson yesterday and he's just a great dude. But like, if you want to talk wide receiver, like nuances, like this is like Devontae Smith is a great route runner. AJ Brown, not so much. He's just a big, powerful guy that can separate. So how you separate. But the interesting thing about the science of route running is, can you change directions without losing speed? That's the art.
Right.
And then can you do the subtle things that move a defender without losing any speed? Not everybody can do it. Not everybody has the ankle flexion, but Jackson Smith and Jigba is like almost like the perfect creature to do all these things. And then his hands are just pure glue. Like the guy can just elevate, catch any ball, one-handed, two-handed.
Yeah, he's great.
Acrobatic, like adjust his body in the air to just about anything. He's a fascinating guy to study because he didn't play like that at Ohio State. He didn't really play like that last year when they fired their offensive coordinator. And it reminds me a little bit, and I'm not here to throw shade at Howie, but they missed on Justin Jefferson, obviously, right? It's Howie's greatest miss. But, Howie was just looking at him as a slot receiver because that's what he was at LSU. And so sometimes you don't know what these guys can do until you put them in these positions. And that's what Kubiak did. He almost unlocked him to the point where he's Jamar Chase now. He's Justin Jefferson. He's right there in that category of the top 5 guys.
Yeah. It's pretty wild, man. He's unstoppable. It's just it's every week. It's 7-8 catches and in $130. It's like crazy. It really is. A lot of steam for an 18-game season. What are you hearing out there? I guess Roger talked about it, and the Players Association guys talked about it.
It seems inevitable. It does seem inevitable because 2-game preseason, for whatever that's worth. Go look at your young kids, your rookies, whatever, and play an 18-game season. And honestly, September is officially the new August, right? If that happens. So if you could be 1-3 in September, and you could come out of it because you got games where you can put your stretch together. But honestly, how many guys can even get through 17 games right now? How many guys could get through 16 games? Like, it's hard, really hard. And then, so they've got these, these maximum practice squads, and that would be good. Give guys more opportunities to get to the varsity and play. But the injuries are real, and we watch them every week. We watch them on the opening kickoff of games. Guys go down, and there we are. You're down one soldier. So I don't know. Like, maybe they increase, the game day rosters. The owners will fight against that, but they got to give something up. You have to go to 18 games. Go from 47 to 52, whatever game day. I still remember Steve Spurrier coming into this league, and I did his first game as a Redskin coach. He had no idea. This is Steve. He had no idea. Like, we've got a 53-man roster, but we can't dress all our guys, Baldy. Like, he didn't even.
He's used to dress 120 guys.
Like, he wasn't real sure about that. But anyways, they got to give something. If you go to 18 games, I guess it's negotiable, but I don't know what they're going to give up.
Well, they got it, because think about this. Not only are they going to get the extra week, they're actually going to get an extra 2 weeks, because they're going to have a first half bye and a second half bye. So that extends the season 2 more weeks. So you get 2 more weeks of television revenue.
Yeah, but in theory, okay, let's just say the extra bye, which I think will happen. But what if you just had the extra bye right now and played a 17-game schedule? You'd still get 19 weeks, right?
Oh, I think
so you go from 18 weeks.
Bye.
You go from 18 weeks of revenue to 19 weeks.
Yeah.
You gain over the last couple of years, you gain 2 extra weeks of revenue. You extend the season, into February. You could still, in theory, we could play it a 19-week schedule, regular season schedule, and still keep it at 17 games.
Yeah. But they're going to want the other game. You know how they are.
Yeah.
And you listen, we're going to consume it. Like, I'm going to love it. I'm going to go get me the March.
I know. No, I'm going to. Everybody's going to be in somewhat of a depression. Come Monday, when this thing all ends and wraps up.
I'm already
the
there.
Sixers. I don't know. Like, the Sixers are out here against Golden State, and that rookie went off. Like, I don't know. Everybody was watching. Everybody went to the game the other night. Oracle, but Sixers put on a show. I don't know. Sixers, Flyers, like spring training.
Yeah, but listen, I love it, and VJ's great, and you talk about Edgecombe going off, and they're great and all that stuff. It ain't football, right? Like, that's the problem.
No, I agree with you, cuz. I agree.
Yeah, my brother. All right, listen, go be a celebrity. Go be your. Are you leaving town after? First of all, what are you doing for the game? You at the studio?
I'm part of the NFL Network's pregame show. So I'm in a studio in LA, all right? And they'll come to us. Like, it's an 8-hour show. It's a marathon. So they'll take everybody off the set, give them a break in San Francisco, and they'll come to me in LA. So I'm part of, like, I think I'm on like 3 20 or 30-minute shifts over the pregame show. So I'm going down to LA to get ready for that.
Oh, I'm going to watch that. That'll be good.
Yeah.
And then are you leaving right after that for vacation?
I'll be on the Bosphorus Strait on Friday morning, in Turkey.
Where?
I'll be on the Bosphorus Strait, cuz I'll be in the land of Constantinople, Istanbul.
Wow! You're going to Turkey.
Cuz, listen, I can break down matchup zones and cover 2 as well as anybody in this business. And I love it. But the history of the world goes through the Bosphorus Strait, and it still does. Like, all of the transportation and, all of, it was where East met West,
Yes.
You got the Hagia Sophia, you've got the Blue Mosque, like, the history of religion, the history of commerce, the history of the world goes through Turkey.
Yes.
So I've got
On
some
on the
people
way
out
to
there that
Rome.
it ended up going to Rome, but before there was Rome, there was Constantinople.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to see, a good chunk of the history of the world here and kind
I
of,
cannot wait. We got to do a Baldy's breakdown before you leave, and then obviously after when you come home.
I'll be happy to, cuz. Be happy to. Yeah, no, I'm all about it.
I'm
They
dying.
got
I'm
these
dying to do it.
underground. They got these underground canals, like
Yeah.
under the Hagia Sophia, right? Where a lot of the dark, like before there was the dark web, there was a dark world. A lot of
Yes.
stuff was going on underground. Like I got to go. Like I've heard about it. I haven't been there to see it. But I got to go explore it.
Yeah, you got to be careful though. Like you don't want to be swept away to Epstein Island.
Yeah, that's for misfits, cuz that's not my style.
Paul, do you dive in the straight?
No, hell no.
You don't
If I
dive
can't see
straight.
my hand
Why?
in front of my face,
No,
no, I got to see my hand in front of my face before I do anything
that's
like
not
that.
diving. That's not diving
No.
waters.
Like like the Bosphorus Strait.
Dude, I
I
know
mean, there's
that.
bodies. There's a lot of bodies that are floating.
Yeah.
There's things that have been sunk.
Yeah, man.
No.
Well, it's like the beginning of man.
I don't want
Sorry, I
to
don't
run
have
into some
good
body
Bosphorus
part.
Straight knowledge going on.
Of man.
Yeah.
Like you want to talk about like this is good. This is an awesome trip.
Yeah.
Like this is unbelievable. I need
Yeah.
to do. We need to do a whole hour on this thing. I can't wait for the next week.
I'll come back with some good knowledge. I'll come back with some good knowledge
But I
about
need
it.
to talk to you before
Yeah.
you leave.
Of course. We'll catch up, guys. No, I'll be back. I'll be back on Tuesday.
Okay. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Be safe.
All right, man.
We'll be watching you. I'm not
All right, you
watching
got it,
anything
cuz.
but you.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
man.
See you, brother.
Thanks, bud.
The Bosphorus freight straight.
Constantinople.
Baldy's going to Turkey. No, listen. I hear like it's supposed to be gorgeous. I'm dying to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been.
Istanbul.
Yeah, it's supposed to be incredible. Let's take a quick TO. All right.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back. We have our doctor.
Nice.
And I need this, all right, because every other week we talk to our great friends at Rothman Orthopaedics, and Dr. Amini is a shoulder elbow guy.
Oh, that's what you need.
I do. I got with Massimo for his arm, and even I have trouble right now because I'm throwing BP and then throwing football with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like my shoulder, I think I got
You
to
do some stretching, man.
I do. What are you nuts? But my AC joint,
You
I think
look
is-
tight. You don't look all you stretching. You look tight.
dude. I'm trying, dude. So I need the doc.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Drake Maye, but I need doc. Plus, I want to find out about these people having premature Tommy John,
Preemptive Tommy John.
preemptive Tommy John. These people are insane. So the doc's coming up next, but first, a word from our friends. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app and the big giveaway, man. It's awesome. This big giveaway is season tickets to the 27 season. Big things happen on the Bet Parks app. Incredible stuff. All you got to do is place a $25 wager on the big game on Sunday. You'll be automatically entered into this incredible random drawing among new and existing customers. All right. For each $25 bet you place on the big game, you will get an entry. All right. At the end of it, they're going to pick 50 random entries to win Bet Parks bonus bets. And then one lucky winner will get season tickets to the 27 season. That means season tickets to the Birds. Or if you're out west in this part of the state, the Steelers. You're in Michigan, the Lions. You're in Maryland, the Ravens. You can win season tickets to the 27 Bird season. BetParks.com has all the details. You have to check it out. It's incredible. You got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking for a car? Looking for a truck? Looking for an SUV? Elkins Chevrolet's got you. Elkins Chevrolet, they're run by three brothers. Real brothers, local guys. They're at the dealership every day making sure everything's going smooth. And right now, they're putting on a President's Day sales event, and the deals are bigger and better than ever. You need a truck? They've got it. Looking for an SUV? They got that too. They got your Silverados. They got the nice Blazers. They got the big, comfortable Suburbans and Tahoes. Every vehicle comes with the kind of service that makes you feel like you're part of the family, because they are a family. But don't wait. These President's Day deals are only there for a short time. Swing by Elkin Chevrolet, Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. Super easy to get to right over the bridge, and get in on the deals that are just plain honking good. Elkin Chevrolet, they're real brothers, they're real deals, and they got a whole lot of honking good service. Together, let's drive.
Let's go to our man, Dr. Michael Amini on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Doc, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
What a pleasure. I need you, man. I need to talk.
I heard.
All right? Shoulder, elbow. First, listen, I'm big in youth baseball. My son plays. Like, we've been doing it. So I'm sure you've heard about this, these parents who get their kids preemptive Tommy John surgery. Now, explain this to me, Doc.
Yeah, so it's I think it's a crazy thing to think about. And I don't know any surgeon who does it, but I would say the misconception comes from the fact that when people have their UCL fail when they're pitchers, it doesn't always happen in an instant. So you see them kind of decline over time, and then when they come back, they're better than they were before they went out. But that's because they're better than when they were bad, right? They're not better than when they were good. So there's this misconception that like somehow the surgery makes you better. It makes you better than when you were bad. That's for sure. But it doesn't make you better than when you were good. So no, we're not treating the normal kids and trying to make them stronger. No rookie of the year, angels in the outfield, or any of that business.
That's awesome reference. That's a great reference, Mike. Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to one of the coaches about this stuff because he had a parent that was doing it. I'm like, that's got to be a fallacy that it would.
Yeah.
Because listen, when you're a pitcher and you go south, right, because it's fraying, then okay, well then when you get it fixed, you're strong and you're ready to go again.
Yep.
So obviously you're going to throw harder than when you got injured.
Yeah, totally.
I don't need to
You're
be a
better than
brilliant
when you were
doctor
bad.
like you to figure that out. Are you a big baseball guy? Are you big
Football is definitely my main sport that I follow. You know, baseball, basketball a little more peripherally, but always been a football guy growing up.
quarterback, proper throwing motions? How do you make sure that shoulder is in the right spot? My kid is a quarterback and a pitcher, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that he's preparing himself and he's healthy, because I try to limit his throwing time, especially since he's 12 years old. So kids overthrow the whole thing.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I think you're right on point, because if your second sport is also an overhead thrower, then you got to be careful, because then you end up throwing sometimes 12 months out of the year, and you need time to kind of let your body heal this wear and tear. Like, throwing is a very, frankly, unnatural thing, right? Our body wasn't meant to throw stuff. And so it's a huge amount of stress. You've seen pictures of like pitchers in their late windup, and their arms are like pointed back at the wall behind me. It's wild, right? So the force on your shoulder and elbow is pretty extreme. So you need time to let your body actually heal over the course of a year. Mechanics are super important. Bad mechanics worsen everything. But a few months off of actual overhead throwing is necessary every year.
All right, let's talk Drake Maye. All right,
Drake Maye,
and let's talk about the AC joint injury and what that really entails.
Yeah, it's funny how this kind of all unfolded, because it went from like everything's fine to, oh, he's out of practice, to now seemingly everything's fine again. If you watch his injury, like, you could almost predict. Actually, this guy named David Chow essentially predicted he injured his shoulder on that, and then a couple days later,
I follow him too.
Yeah, he's smart guy. So if you watch how he goes down, he went down like right on the side of his shoulder with somebody else on top of him. So you end up basically compressing your shoulder like that, and that's how you sprain or even separate your AC joint. Sounds like his was on the milder end, which is good. but even those can hurt like crazy. But it's strictly about pain. It's not something that's very dangerous, but they can hurt pretty bad. So the fact that he's finally back into practice after only 2 weeks is a good sign.
So how would that show up in a game?
I think it's going to show up in, I guess I would say, I can't say I know anything about his care, right? I'm on the outside. I'm just
Of course,
a fan and a knowledgeable fan.
Yes,
But
I meant to give the disclaimer. You are not treating
Yeah.
Drake Maye, but every week when we talk to the incredible doctors at Rothman, they give us insight into this because it's such an interesting part of sports. Are we talking like, would you see it come up in velocity? Would you see it in fatigue? Like, I don't know. Like, how would it manifest?
I don't think it'll show up much in fatigue. It's going to show up in somebody who injures their AC joint. It's going to be one of two things. It's going to hurt when he throws, so it's going to change his delivery if it's really painful. If the pain's gone, he's going to be good to go. Like it's strictly a matter of pain. The other thing is that some people are still a little like hesitant when they've had something happen, right? There's that like stigma of like, I'm only 2 weeks out from this thing, and now I'm playing in the most important game of my career. I mean, the kid's young, crazy young.
Right.
So this is his first time on the big stage, in very early part of his career. So I almost wonder more about that than maybe about the mechanics of him. If he's practicing, they're saying he's good to go. This sounds like his pain is better. But I wonder how that will carry the psychological part of it.
Yeah, that's a great point. What kind of treatment do you go through with that? Like, especially like leading up to a game of this magnitude?
Yeah, working with trainers and physical therapists, trying to work through the pain, icing it down, keeping the inflammation down. But it all comes back to basically keeping your motion and function optimized while trying to get the pain down, right? So you don't have a lot of time to go let this thing rest for a few months. He's got to be ready in the course of 14 days from his last game. So timeline's pretty quick and obviously extremely important in his career and for everybody.
So you're a football guy. What's your plans on Sunday?
Plans on Sunday. Unfortunately, I got a little bit of work this weekend. So plans on Sunday will be just at the home with the family, watching the game, throwing some, wings in the oven or something like that. But nothing too fancy this go around. How about you? What's your plan?
Do you like the Super Bowl party? Are you, do you enjoy
I'm all about it. Yeah. Bring every dip you got. We'd be ready for it. What are you doing for the game?
That's fantastic. Probably get together with some friends and, the family. I got the boys. I have 2 sons who play football. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
And, have some fun and eat and watch the game. It's the great American holiday, but it's not last year,
Oh,
Doc.
for sure.
It's not last year.
I know.
Oh.
Well, it's sad ending for the Birds this year, but they got time. They'll come back.
Dr. Amini, you are fantastic. God bless you, man. Every time we do this, every other week, I love visiting with you guys. Your bedside manner is amazing, and you just do God's work, getting us back to doing what we love to do. Thank you, Doc. We appreciate it. Enjoy the game, buddy.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure, and we got to figure out how to join him on his trip to Turkey. By the way, how do we get in on that?
All right? Are you kidding me? I mean,
that was awesome. Yeah, we'll just take off work next week. We'll go with him.
Let's go, Doc. Let's do it. All right. What is your background? Are you? What's your ethnicity?
Persian. Both parents from Iran.
I was going to ask you, right? Because listen. Let's go there. All right. Let's go. Let's go to Turkey.
Maybe not to Iran right now. Yeah, maybe not to Iran right now. We'll go to Turkey and a little more peaceful these days now, but another day.
I was at believe it or not, an olive oil conference because I was writing a project about a movie about olive oil. So they invited me to speak at this conference in Italy, and I had met these people from Iran who had this olive oil because the olive oil obviously in that part of the world is enriched. It's incredible. And I got invited. And I'm like, I'm dying to go. I'm dying to go there. We'll have to go another time. But I'm going to make you go.
Another time.
All right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm in.
Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. What a pleasure, man. You're terrific.
Hey,
Appreciate
my
it.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Dr. Michael Amini joining us from the Rothman.
The docs at Rothman rule.
They're the best, man. They're so much fun to hang out with. So we're going to take a quick TO. We're going to come back, and I spy Danny D, the AD, coming up. There he is in the bullpen.
He's just pacing. He's ready to go.
When he paces, he got the pace ready to go. All right, let's take a moment and visit with our friends. We'll come back. Danny D, the AD, is going to join us. I know he's got big Super Bowl party plans. That's coming up next.
Attention, homeowners. It's time to make your home work smarter, not harder. With a TrueMark Financial home equity line of credit, you can tap into your home's equity to handle renovations, upgrades, or whatever's next on your list. Do a man cave, pay off some high-interest debt. A TrueMark Financial HELOC Select gives you the flexibility to borrow when you need it on your own timeline. You start with a revolving line of credit, use only what you need, and when you're ready, you can lock in all or part of your balance at a fixed rate for those predictable payments. You only pay interest on what you use, and as you pay it back, that credit becomes available again. No reapplying, no extra steps. With competitive rates compared to most unsecured loans and flexible repayment options, this could be a smart move for your home and, more importantly, your wallet. Learn more about TrueMark Financial's home equity line of credit at TrueMark.com or stop by one of their 24 branch locations to get started. TrueMark Financial, they are federally insured by the NCUA. They are an equal opportunity lender, NMLS 404938.
My 4 for 4 brothers and sisters. You're looking for something truly unforgettable this year? I got a great idea. Check out the incredible work from Philadelphia sports artist Jordan Spector over at SpectorSportsArt.com. Now, I own one of Jordan's pieces myself. Trust me, these aren't just posters you hang on the wall. Museum-level artworks of the greatest moments and icons in Philadelphia sports history. His collections come in prints, canvases, even athlete-partnered trading cards. And get this, one of the newest cards actually includes a piece of BG's real game-worn jersey from, that matchup in New Orleans. Remember that against the Chief? It doesn't get better than that. You got a diehard sports fan in your life, or if you just want to treat yourself, this is the kind of gift they'll talk about forever. So head on over to SpectorSportsArt.com. That's SpectorSportsArt.com and grab something epic for the Philly fan in your life. All right, welcome back. We got my boy, making varsity. Danny D, the AD.
Danny!
What's going on, boys? How we doing?
Dude, I mean, we're just getting beat up left and right. It's just punches and punches.
It's a tough time to be a Philadelphian right now, man.
Right?
I mean, every team is just sputtering right now. We're like stuck in quicksand.
They are stuck in quicksand. That's a great
every team. And we had so much potential. We were so high 6 months ago. Now it's like,
well, imagine a year ago, inside, not even a full year ago, 362 days ago. Right?
Yeah.
Well, look what happened.
Yeah.
We were on the precipice of the Super Bowl.
I know.
Of a dominating Super Bowl. This one, Dan. This one.
It's tough. It's tough to swallow.
Who's retiring? Stout out. What do we got? AJ's going to leave.
I don't even want to think about it. I mean, I got on board about the Manning thing. I started feeling all right about it, right? I started feeling good.
So did I.
And then all the news today. Sixers not doing anything.
Dude.
The Phillies not doing anything.
Dude, let's talk Sixers for a second. You're a hoop man. All right? So you move McCain, which I go, all right, as long I'm expecting something to happen, right? There's got to be something to happen before the deadline. And nothing happens. And you go, well, why would you move him and not wait?
It's crazy to me because you got to think you're not getting a player of his caliber with that draft pick, right?
No matter, like the draft is supposed to be great, but what do you think? You're going to move up? How far are you going to move up? You're going to package?
Well, they're going to lose their pick this year, right? So that's now their pick.
Right.
So they're going to have the 25th, 26th pick.
Yeah, the Rockets are good.
Yeah, so it's a good draft, but like you're not going to get, I don't think, the upside of McCain with that pick. But in theory, in a trade, it does show value, right? 3 2s, a 1, right? That does. So I was expecting them to flip it and get someone that could help us inside.
Sure.
I mean, that's
Yes, especially when you look at what's been going on, right? Like, especially you look at the East and you go, all right, and you know what they need.
Yeah.
They need a 4.
They need a 4.
A 4.
4.
4.
4.
They need a 4.
Yeah.
They can't rebound.
Can't
They
rebound.
can't play defense.
No rim protection. So someone that could bang inside, yeah. I was expecting them to make a move. I'm hoping they were working the phones and it didn't work through. If they just did it to get under the apron, it's going to make me sick.
I mean, that's what they did.
I know, but like,
that's what they did.
I'm hopeful, like a little bit that things fell through for them, that they were trying to make moves with that. If they just made the trade and didn't work the phones, that is
I don't
the
even
most
give them grace
depressing.
if they tried and nothing happened. You got to make something happen. This is a chance here. You got a chance. All
Yeah,
you
the
got
East
to do
is-
is find someone who can grab 6 rebounds a game.
East is wide open. Blow the game last night. I didn't stay up for the whole game, but
Yeah, but here's the problem with them, right? It's shame, but you can't board, and you have a flaw in your transition defense.
yes.
Their transition defense is woeful. And by the way, I said it, I'll say it for the third time. Third quarter, Nick Nurse needs to go in the parking lot and sit in the car.
Get you on the bench, Ant. Get you on there.
Listen, I want to be on the bench.
Get you on the
My
bench.
teams play defense.
I know it's the fact that it's happened so much and nothing has changed is insanity.
That's the thing. We've all played and or coached. And then how does this just keep happening every third quarter?
I'd be like, what are you saying at halftime?
What is happening?
What is your routine? Change it. Figure it out. Like the fact that every
Change
third
your
quarter,
rotations up.
yeah,
Right? Like, look, there's so many different things that you have to figure out, like that you can alter. I just don't.
I gotta look into it to see if he's playing the guys the same minutes, or are they still you have to switch something. Like whether it be you sub earlier, or you switch the lineup coming out of halftime so you get some energy, because maybe it takes a while for you guys to get going, right? But they start well. They are the worst third quarter team in the history of basketball. Right?
Yes.
It's pathetic.
Yeah, it's horrible. But the defensive woes and the lack of boards.
I mean, it's crazy because they can score with anyone. They just can't. I mean, they can't guard. Well, they can guard. I think it's a depth thing too. Like I talked to you about it. Like I think when they lock in, like the other night when we were texting, and they're losing a game, they should win. 7 minutes left. They turned it on to get 4 shots in a row.
Yeah.
But I think they just don't have the
Yeah, but
depth.
that was against New Orleans.
Yeah, they don't have the depth.
They can't do that against good teams.
No, you can't just flip the switch and be like, all right, we're going to guard for the last 7 minutes.
Like they're not going to do that against Boston. They're not going to do that against decent teams. It's just not. That's not who they are.
And everyone that's in the mix in the East all made some type of move.
Yeah.
The Magic make a move. The Celtics make a move, right? The top 2, whatever. The Cavs make a move. Everyone shook some things up.
I think Vucevic's going to help Boston.
Yeah, he's a cone on defense, but he can score it. And they got enough defenders around him. So,
well, that's it.
You got the guards who lock up. They don't really need him to be
No.
the big presence inside because they have those guards who really compete and guard on the defensive end. So, yeah, he's going to make them tough. Stretching the floor. I mean, I don't know how you guard them in a pick
He's a
and roll.
pick and pop guy.
Yeah, pick and roll's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to defend them. Joel doesn't do well with the bigs who shoot it.
No, which was a smart move. That's why they did it. Smart move.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I like what Cleveland did. I thought Harden, as much as I detest him, right? Listen, he'll help them. You got Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
So he's had Harden's playing well. He's had a good year.
I think the Garland experiment, him and Mitchell together, they couldn't win. So I think it was more of a salary dump to take a shot too, because they got off 3 years of Garland's contract with that.
They did, but Harden, listen, you saw him. He'll win you a couple playoff games.
He can't be the guy. So Mitchell's the guy. So he can be a Robin. He's got to buy into that. If he buys in,
that's the thing. Will he buy into
that?
No,
he'll buy into it. He put it in here. He knew about Joel. He ushered along Maxey. One thing about the guy is he's a brilliant basketball guy. Like, he may be a party nut and the whole thing, but he knows the game.
Yeah, and he'll actually compete when it's time. He's a cone 90% of the season, but then
Yeah.
on defense, and then he'll try to turn it on.
Yeah, I mean, he stinks on defense. That's what it is. But
yeah, and
but they got bigs.
I was gonna say, and they got a rim runner, which is, Mowgli is gonna look much different with Harden because he's great with those type of dudes that can finish, catch lobs. Embiid wasn't really that dude for him, so like it was kind of but he's great with a rim runner.
Yeah.
I mean, he made Clint Capella $100 million.
Yeah.
After he didn't play with Harden, that dude fell off the face of the earth.
And you got Jared Allen. So you got players like they got a front court. We were talking about this. I brought this up to Devon, but the brain was freaking out last night. Like, we're supposed to be doing a Super Bowl prop show.
Yeah.
And the brain was freaking out, saying he's like, why didn't they get Anthony Davis?
Sixers.
Yeah. And when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. It's this, you get him for nothing. Washington got him for nothing.
Yeah.
And it's basically flipping Paul George. And Anthony Davis next to Embiid. Anthony Davis likes to play the 4. And Anthony Davis can board.
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis can score. Anthony Davis is a better fit than George is.
And you can go you can go smaller with those two.
Right, because then you're not moving McCain.
Yeah, I think if they should, I would have think he would be involved in that and have knowledge, because if they would have flipped McCain, they would have had the assets to go get Davis. Like, basically, that's what they did. I mean, they gave up a contract, 2 bad picks for Anthony Davis. Like, the one is maybe it's the Thunder's pick. The first they're getting this year, it's the 30th pick.
I know.
So, like, they gave two 1s and 3 2s.
Yeah.
We flip McCain.
Yeah.
You get Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and you could try to flip somebody else or whatever you wanted to do.
But that McCain was what the Davis Hall was, basically.
The whole point was moving McCain was to get the 4.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Like, could you imagine if again, because then if you did with McCain, you got Oubre, you got Grimes.
Yeah.
Like, to fill in that spot.
Play the 3. Yeah, play the 3. Yeah.
I mean, that's a formidable 7-man rotation.
Oh, for sure.
That they would have.
Yeah, and then you solve the rebounding and rim protection too. Davis can play the 5. When you sit Joel, Davis can play the 5 and be more versatile with the pick and pops.
No, I mean, the brain's right.
Yeah, the brain is usually right.
I was on the phone with
an agent friend of mine last night
I was
about
on the phone
that.
with him when the news came through. He's like, they got him for nothing. They got him for nothing.
They did. I mean, he's a big contract and he's not healthy all the time, but still they got him for nothing. It was a deal.
He says to me, how about this? He believes, he goes, honestly, how Daryl thinks boggles my mind. He believes the team he has now will come out of the East if healthy. That's what the agent, I asked him about it.
Yeah, and Daryl's usually a star hunter. Usually he's the guy that believes in, like, you need the star. So I was shocked that we
were afraid he might move BJ or something.
Yeah, he's a star hunter. Like, so I don't get it. We're in shambles. Philadelphia, we're in shambles right now. And I can't imagine you right now, Ant. No football's dying and how our teams are. I'm worried about your health right now, brother.
Got pitchers and catchers in 5 days.
I'm worried about you right now, Ant.
I know.
This is a tough time for you right now.
I know. I know.
We got to keep close eye on our boy, the Cubs here.
I'm sad. I'm sad.
I bet.
I'm sad, man.
I get it, man.
All right. We're going to overtime.
OT,
all right?
baby.
It's OT. OT in the city. If you're watching on any of our streaming services, all right, please come over to YouTube and hang with us. Like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. All right, my brother, fill us in on what's happening.
Yeah, man. We're about to be we're in the final stretch here. So all the leagues are winding down for hoops. And it's tight in all the leagues. We're starting to interact. Haverford does have a good lead right now. So interact, no playoffs. There's a state association that does the PESA, but it's a regular season champ. Haverford has a 2-game lead over Malvern. We played them tonight. If we beat them tonight, Malvern's back in the mix. So we'll see how that goes on the boys' side. But Haverford boys, really good team. Coached by Ryan guy, Bernie Rogers. You know,
All right, I don't, but
Yeah.
Ryan guy's usually good basketball people.
yeah. So he was at Ryan for a long time over there. Great coach. So they're kind of the class of the league right now. They got this junior Silas Graham who's like
Oh, I heard about that kid.
he's a bucket, man. Do you guys remember Steve Story that played at Prep and then Notre
Yeah.
Dame?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a effortless, smooth thing, and you look up at the end of the game and he has 26. You know, it's like one of the things where he might go 8 for 14. You don't really see the shots. It's like very efficient. He's really, really good. I think he's a mid to high major kid. He's a junior. So they're winning that. Girls side, Notre Dame still holding it down. GA's right behind them, but Notre Dame, yeah, Jules over there giving her GA pump. I had to give Jules. I brought some gear for the guys today, and I know Jules won't let Penn Charter gear touch her body as
Could
a
not.
GA.
Could not.
Yeah, so it's a GA alum. So yeah, they're right there behind them. And then in the Catholic League, Wood is solidified in the 1 seed going into playoffs. So John Moscow doing a good job. They got they're led by a 6'11" kid, Jaden Jenkins, number 26 in the
6'11"?
yeah, number 26 in the junior class.
Dude, Wood keeps getting some top players.
John
man.
is a hell of a recruiter. He's a really good recruiter. He gets kids.
Well, Moscow, dude.
Yeah, John's
Come
great.
on.
Yeah, you know, he did that at Newman for a long time,
Yeah.
and he branched to Wood. So they got him.
Yo, Wood's out there, man. You know, it's a
Warminster.
haul to get out there.
Yeah, but he's a great recruiter. Great.
Yeah, he's really talented. So they got the 1 seed. He's like the highest rated kid, Jaden Jenkins. I think he's ranked like 26 in the country. So yeah, he's a 6'11". He's still kind of raw, but he has all the tools. And being 6'11", you can alter the game a little bit. They got his kid Caleb Lundy from Jersey. He was at Cherokee, I think, his first 2 years or his first year, and he's doing really well. And then the kid Brady McAdams. So they got the 1 seed. Then there's a 3-way tie for 2. We got Bonner, Newman, Roman. They all beat each other.
Wow.
So then the tiebreakers come down to the point differential between those 3 games. So
Are you serious?
yeah, because
that's
you know what?
that's the
Well, the first one is who did you beat anyone in front of you? They all lost to Wood. Wood ran the table. Besides
Who beat Wood? They got one.
O'Hara, the 12 seed.
O'Hara beat him.
Crazy.
O'Hara's got 3 wins. They're 3-8.
Beat the 1 seed. Only loss. So they're one. So then it's a 3-way tie. All the couple of tiebreakers in front, head to head, can't do it. Who you be in front of you, can't do it. So then it's like a point differential between those 3 teams, right? Because you don't want to say for the whole season because you don't want to run it up. It's in those 3 games. Looks like Bonner will win it in those 3 games, and then it'll be a tiebreaker between Roman and Newman. Roman beat Newman head to head. Roman gets 3 because once it's broken, it goes back to head to head.
Okay, head to head. Right.
And then it looks like Carroll will be 5, Judge 6. Now we still have 2 games left to shake it out, to see how. So there could be some upsets, but if the chalk holds, it should be Carroll, Judge, Prep, West, Ryan, LaSalle are all kind of. That's going to be the final 10.
That's amazing.
We got no chance of Wood losing 2.
Even if they did, they beat the 3.
Oh, they beat it. Oh, yeah, right. They
So
beat
Wood's
everybody.
locked into 1. That's the only guarantee we have. The rest could get shaken up a little bit, but I think chalk will hold this last weekend. And so if chalk holds, we have a quarterfinal matchup, 3-6 of Roman Judge.
Wow.
The championship last year game will be a quarterfinal matchup.
Dude.
That'll be wild.
So how long, when you do the Palestra thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, how long in advance are you, are you still doing that?
So I'm consulting.
Okay.
I'm a consultant now, because I did it for a long time.
I know.
And then
I don't know if they retained your services.
technically,
It's like Pat Gillick.
I can't technically do it because I'm not an AD in the league.
Okay.
But
I would think your expertise.
I'm on a lot of phone calls. I went to a couple meetings at Penn.
Okay.
I'm sharing information.
Well, the fact that Penn Charter, Palestra.
Yeah. Oh, I
your
didn't even think
history,
about that. William
mean,
Penn, come on. What's going on here?
You should be.
Yeah.
You
So
should
no.
be the Danny D tournament.
No, so it's BJ Hogan's running it. Steve Haig over at the Diocese. He runs the media side of it, and then Penn staff. So it's going really well. I just been kind of chiming in, giving intel when I can. I went to a few meetings to kind of explain how I broke things down, how the ticketing worked. Who you save tickets for.
You still got a guy for tickets?
I have a connection still. Yeah, VG was down there front and center.
I mean, front row last time. I mean,
Yeah.
this time I might be upstairs now.
Well,
Not a bad seat in the house at the Palestra, but it's tough to get tickets for this game.
well, so yeah,
No, I mean, listen, everybody wants.
well, this is the thing. The seat backs, everyone wants them, right?
Right.
I've been offered $500 for them, but we sell them at a very, affordable. We sell them. I think they're like $30 for you get 2 games, so $15 a game, and everyone wants them. But the problem is they're not sold to the public. They're sold to the teams who are in the games,
Right.
and then the first couple rows go to sponsors and like people like city councilmen, the mayor's office, some guys are going to talk about the game.
That
VG.
obviously be penalized now for the snow out here today.
I agree.
How many coaches are in that?
Oh, you get hit up. Well, you wait. It's a madness. You also have to hold tickets for coaches. It's. I was trying to explain it to them. There's not
Also,
like
last time we were there, wasn't Jason Tatum showed up?
so.
Players just show up.
Yeah, so Drew called me. Drew Hanlon called me. He said, Jason's in town. He heard about the game. Can you come? Can he come? So I'm like, yeah. So I get the cops. We walk him in. Luckily, I knew the guys who were in those seats. I'm like, hey, can you just stand for a little bit? He's coming for a half hour. So he came and it was packed. It was the league semifinals. And he said, oh, what's this, the state championship? And I'm like, no, it's just a league playoff game. Like, he came in at 9,000 people.
What?
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And the Roman fans are, cursing at him, telling him, after the Celtics.
Yeah.
Giving a nice Philadelphia welcome.
Yeah, that's the best.
But but it's like hard to plan for. You don't know who's going to ask for him. Like, N'Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis hit us up the day of the game before. Hey, we want to come down. Like Eagles, once it's set, people start coming out of the woodwork, right? So it's hard to really explain the math of it. You kind of got to be in it. So it's exciting. We'll see how it plays out. I think there's a lot of parity this year. Like Ryan could be the 8 or 9 seed. They took Wood to overtime. That's a tough quarterfinal matchup if you're playing Ryan and Wood, right? Like, so there's no easy quarterfinal games. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some upsets or some shakeups. And then on the girls' side, Kyle's got the 1 seed, and then it's Newman, Wood. No, it's Newman, O'Hara tied for 2, and then Wood's the 4 seed. I think there's no one that can jump in from the outside on the girls' side. So, but Carroll is the class of the league right now, undefeated in the league on the girls' side. So, big games, exciting time of year.
Dude, it's great stuff.
It's public
man.
league playoffs this
What's up
weekend.
with
Public-
PC?
Yeah, it's rocking, man. It's crazy. I told you they start spring sports early, February 20th. So we're winding down winter already. It's crazy.
So what's up? You guys starting baseball?
February 20th.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I got to get the snow removed. All our fields are covered. I got a guy coming in Monday. It's just not
What's
melting.
this guy do? What's he do?
So I looked into it.
You can't run a bobcat over the grass.
No, there's certain type of
The heat,
plows
right?
that have rubber bottoms.
And it doesn't
And it
bust
won't-
up the
and
grass.
certain wheels. No, we
Is
the
there a
turf
heating
fields.
turf.
mechanism?
There's some type of process. We did research yesterday. Me and a couple guys in athletics were calling people. He's like, my uncle knows my buddy Tyler. Shout out to Tyler at Penn Charter.
You the Godfather.
I said, yo, Ty. He said, my uncle or my cousin runs a plow company. I said, all right. We reached out to him. We started picking his brain. There's a company that has the wheels and the rubber plow that won't affect the turf field.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we got them coming in Monday. We got to meet with them, try to figure out. I mean,
Because you know why? It's not going to thaw.
It's
You
not.
saw all these temperatures.
They're not. It's not
First
gonna,
of all, this weekend's going to be another Arctic kind of.
That's why I'm worried about you. We got the cold weather, football ending. I'm worried. I'm gonna have to stop over the crib and check on you, man. I gotta come.
Oh, dude, I'm
I mean,
miserable.
I offered to pay for his Uber in and out of town to come hang out.
I gotta check on him, man.
Oh, what, dude? I got your stupid dip.
What, you gonna be?
And
No, not for the game. We'll bop around town. We go to some nice pubs.
I thought you'd think he'd be hanging upside down.
Dracula.
Dracula.
Come on, get it right.
Dracula.
I'm not Frankenstein.
Yeah, Dracula.
he's trying.
Hanging upside down, drinking beers.
Funnel, dude.
Dude, I don't want to leave the house until it gets warm. It's weird. Like this is I hate this time of the year more than anything.
It's tough.
It's the worst.
Isn't
time
it your
of the year.
birthday month too?
Yeah, I don't care. I hate it. I freaking despise it. I hate it.
Well, look, we gotta get to March Madness.
Yes, once you get to March Madness, there's a thaw.
The Olympics are like the bridge to
Who
March
cares about the
Madness.
Olympics?
So
I
Olympics.
watch the hockey.
Yeah, I was gonna say hockey. I like speed skating a little bit.
Of course.
That can get intense.
Yes.
The rest, I'm kind of about.
Cold.
Bobsled?
I like the summer.
I'm not a big
I like
bobsled
the
guy.
summer games better.
Illusion. I like the skeleton. That's
Skeleton's
kinda,
great.
Skeleton.
You're like head first.
yeah, you're like it's
Oh,
dangerous.
that's the
Yeah, some people go flying off it.
Yeah.
Ski jump?
Not really.
It's supposed to be
Now,
fantastic this
I
year.
would actually love to be there because it's in Milan.
It's spread out too.
Oh,
right?
my dad, my cousins were planning our trip. We're flying into Milan. We're going north. I told you. We're
Oh, you're gonna hang out with your boy Skinner.
Nah, we're doing Lake Cuomo and working our way down.
All right.
Yeah, you're going with the Americans up north.
No, for a little bit.
Yeah.
A couple days.
Como's Medicans?
No, it's on the border. It's
Yeah, it's up. It's like
the lake region.
it's the lake. There's like it's like lakes and mountains.
But the northern, like when you're in that part of the country,
Yeah.
it's got such a German, Swiss influence.
Yeah, that's
that
VG.
they cook with butter.
That's who
not
VG
olive
likes.
oil,
Mm.
right?
I love cooking with butter.
His boy, he was upset when his boy Sinner got dropped. I told him.
That's his thing.
Well, it was two of his boys. The
said,
Joker took him down.
Yeah. Yes.
It was a rough day for Italians everywhere.
No,
Well, not for
no,
you.
not for us. Yeah.
Danny D and
I was rooting against.
That's my paisan.
That's
not
it.
you. All right, couple things. Stay with us.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm hanging out.
We're hanging out because we got our man TV Todd coming up. All right.
Yeah, I got to see
And
Todd.
we need Todd.
Need
all right.
Todd.
I mean, also while TV Todd's on, I have a sneak preview of a Super Bowl commercial.
Wow.
And this is the Xfinity Super Bowl commercial.
Probably going to be the best
I got the okay to run the commercial.
It's close to my heart. Me and Jamie, one of our best friends in the world. Hicksy, his wife, is the brains behind this commercial.
Yes.
She does great work over Xfinity.
It's awesome.
Love it. Love
so
it.
this, I figure it's great. We got our man, the preeminent TV film mind.
Break it
out
down
there,
for us,
right? And we'll play the Super Bowl spot for him.
Love it.
Love it.
Right?
Todd's going to be,
Yeah.
he's going to be excited to break it down for us.
All right. Without further ado, TV Todd.
Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV time.
What is it, brother? Oh, where's he at?
I'm here.
Yeah, we don't see you. We got to see you. We got to see our
Do
man.
you really? Do you really?
I don't know. It's debatable.
There he is.
Whoa,
What is it,
whoa.
brother?
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, pal? Like, we're going to squeeze in a little bit for the shot.
Get cozy.
So much to discuss. But first, our Flyers, brother.
I don't know, man. What do you say at this point?
We need the Olympic break bad, Todd. We need to reset.
You know,
say we,
I
is it the
actually,
team or the fans.
Everybody.
yeah, it's both, BG. Like last night I said to my dad, I'm like, I don't know if I could take it anymore. I need a break. I need a break for the next 3 weeks.
It took him like 18 minutes to get a shot, didn't it? It felt like I was looking at the stats. No shots.
It was bad. I was driving back from Parks from the show, and I was listening to it, and it was just, man, that was a bad one last night.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the whole city just pulling them down, Todd. We're in quicksand right now, brother.
You know, there were so many games in that first half compressed. They're playing almost every night. I don't know, man. I do think they all need a mental and physical break, as the fans do.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing for everybody to get away from it. Go enjoy some Olympic hockey, which is going to be awesome.
Yes, sir.
And just kind of step away. And the only other thing, and we've been debating this, Todd and I have been talking about it, but this whole concept of we have to remember that it really is, there's no shortcuts in rebuilding this thing.
No. And it's been, like Danny has said it, right? The rebuild is dictated by the players. And, Bush said something last night that really reset it and reminded me for a second here. Bush said, you got to remember, this team is young. These players are young. They've never gone through a lot of them haven't gone through the NHL rigors. They haven't experienced a losing drought. We have to be patient here. Like, he reset it. I forget how young some of these kids are.
You know what they need, Todd? They need a C. They need a true C. Like, you need someone to stand there every night. You need someone with a personality. You need someone that's got a voice in that room. You need a true C.
They need Pronger. He was the guy, man. I haven't felt since him that we've had that.
I agree.
Just to look it up, they are the 5th youngest team in the NHL.
Yeah. Look, says it right there.
Yeah, well, we can't lose sight of that. But listen, let's just take a break. Let's enjoy Olympic hockey. It's going to be super fun.
Does US have a chance, Todd?
No.
Probably not. But you never know, right? I mean, USA Women's does. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're good.
They were great. They destroyed the Czechs yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
I mean, that one girl in college, you see that move she did when she threw it up, knocked it down through the girl's legs, and then one-handed it across? She's unbelievable.
The other thing is the U.S. women's, it's a very young team. The difference between U.S. women's and U.S. Canada has a lot of the veterans, a lot of the older players. We have a nice mix. I think we can do some damage. They're the most fun to watch for me in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So look at the men's hockey. Canada's plus 125, USA's plus 195. They got a chance.
Yeah, you got a chance.
Got the Kachuk bros.
Yeah.
So, Super Bowl is Sunday. So, before we get to your picks, I have a Super Bowl spot that we're going to debut from our good friends at Xfinity. We're going to play it, and you're going to review it.
I love it.
All right? I figured, I waited on this. I'm like, I want Todd to see it. And because we love one of the things about the Super Bowl is you love the spots. They're always creative and interesting. And there's no better person to critique it all than Todd.
Best in the business.
All right? So
let's do it.
Let's go. Jules, if you would, here is your Xfinity spot for Sunday.
What'd I touch? You didn't touch anything. We're stopped.
Fences are failing all over the park. John, I can't get Jurassic Park back online without...
Whoa, this place is awesome. By the way, you should have plugged this in.
I think we're back in business. Guys, that could have been bad.
So we're good. Well, this is going to be a lovely weekend. How did you do this? I'll show you.
If you like pina colada.
That salt script made me feel 33 years younger.
Are you getting good signal out here?
Oh, thank you, Grace. Yes, Wi-Fi finds a way. I'll take it. My arms are longer. Do the roar again. That is one big pile of shrimp.
Mr. Hammond, after careful consideration, I've decided to happily endorse your park.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years.
Hey, little guy.
Nope.
Todd, what do you think?
That's strong. That's really
spot.
That's really strong. I think if it, if it ended right after he, solved their power problem, that would have been good. But I love the aftermath, the current day, scene with all the original characters from Jurassic Park. That's good. That's a good one.
That's just, they invested in that commercial. They got some serious actors in that commercial, man.
Oh, dude, you are so right. And also, like, even just to license the footage from the original Jurassic Park, they got that too.
Oh, it's good. It's nostalgic. As soon as you hear the theme music come in, as soon as it goes back online, you're like,
That was fantastic, man.
That's
is
good.
incredible.
Shout out.
That's
Diana
solid.
Hicks.
That's really solid. I like it.
Diana Hicks.
Yeah, she's
And,
brains behind that and the Xfinity crew.
Great stuff. The Xfinity crew, the Delash, my man Eric Delash, fantastic. And all the people there are great. So, my boy, what are we watching? What are we waiting for?
Wow, man. Well, before we talk about a few new things that are out, so did you watch The Big Fake?
Dude, I loved it. I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed it. Did you see it?
That's great. No, I haven't watched it yet. I wanted your review first because if you were like, dude, it's bad, I'm like, wasn't going to dive in.
Yeah, no. We watched it. I couldn't wait to watch it. We watched it last Saturday night. And I enjoyed it. It's interesting. It's well done. It's like that Italian cinema is a little different, right? Like there's a different vibe to it, and it's 70s Rome, and it's about an art forger, and so I like it. It was good, and it was interesting because there was less gangster and more these political parties.
They're gangsters too.
And yes, as we found out.
Well said.
It was really interesting. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. So
yeah, it's on Netflix for your audience, The Big Fake. I'll contrast this with a movie I just think I just know you would hate and not want to see. One of the big releases in theaters today is a movie called Solo Mio, which is Kevin James goes to his, get married in Rome, and his bride stands him up. So he does the honeymoon alone in Rome. Listen, I haven't seen it or even heard. I just have a feeling you would hate that movie.
Oh, Kevin James alone on a honeymoon in Rome? Sounds hysterical.
Todd, we need positive vibes for Anthony only right now. He's having this is a tough week for him. All right, we got to lock in positive vibes.
I know. It's it's when the Eagles kicked off Misery Week, because you and I talked about it privately. I said this is going to be like Misery Month, and it's still in there. The worst part about all this is with content. When you get to this weekend, Super Bowl, Olympics, nobody wants to release anything. So they're holding everything back as well. But I will tell you, listen, if you want to get out into the theaters and venture out, I saw one of my favorite, VG, if you get a chance to see this, it's got to be playing at the Ritz Theaters or somewhere along lane. One of my favorite films so far this year. It was a huge hit at Venice Film Festival, a big hit at Toronto Film Festival. It is a Korean film, so it's subtitled, VG. I'm sorry, but it is. It's called No Other Choice. And
it's on my list.
Phenomenal. So the story, the plot line is that this guy works at this paper company his whole life, and he gets fired. And what he decides to do, he's getting nervous. He can't find a job, support his family. He sets up a fake company so he can get resumes for what his position kind of was. And he finds that there's an opening at another paper company. And he goes to knock off, to kill the people who have qualifications that are better than him.
Awesome.
It's great. It's great. And it takes all kinds of and it's got the Korean sensibility. I'm telling you, I loved it.
I bet that sounds really good. I like Korean films. I like, the TV, obviously, what's the name of that? What was the one that won the Oscar?
Parasite?
Oh, Parasite? Yeah. This is good. I think there's a few similar actors in there as well, but it was great. There's a lot of these Oscar buzzy, award buzzy films that are out. I did watch there was a movie that was made for about like I think it grossed maybe like 1.4 million in the theaters. It was called If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, and it was getting a lot of critical acclaim, but it wasn't doing well. But Rose Byrne got nominated for Best Actress for this particular film, which was a small film, and now the film is like number one on it's number 1 or 2 on Netflix or HBO Max from time to time.
What's it about?
Well, listen, I won't lie to you. It's very dark. It's basically Rose Byrne is married to Christian Slater, who's overseas in the military, and she's dealing with their child who has medical conditions. And here's an interesting thing about them. It's very dark. It's got a lot of postpartum kind of themes. But and Rose Byrne, by the way, she deserved the nomination. She is incredible in this movie. But it's got some interesting things. Conan O'Brien plays a therapist, and he actually does a really nice job. But here's something interesting, because from a filmmaking standpoint, they don't actually show the daughter's face until the end of the movie. Like, you see her talking to her and that she interacts. And the director said that the reason that she did it is she wanted to make you feel that the daughter, the mother did not see the daughter as like a daughter, a human. She saw her as a burden because she has these medical conditions. It's powerful, but man, it's one of those shows. It's one of those movies where you're like walk away. You're like, well, I'm not feeling uplifted after that. So anyway, but it's doing great now.
Wow, man, it sounds very good. The filmmaking trick is smart. That's a very smart thing to do. Although I can't take it. Never mind. The assault children. I can't deal with it anymore, man.
I know. Well, listen, you know what I was thinking of? So like, yeah, it's brutal for me too, right? To watch that. But I have a couple shows that are out right now, so I'm always checking like HBO's, top 10, and The Pit is literally like one of the biggest shows of all time, right? I'm not a big fan of medical dramas, but I went back and I watched it because I got to see what the whole world is going nuts over, and I got to tell you, boy, am I impressed. The show is basically, it's not shot in real time, but it takes place in real time. And it's like, emergency room, fast paced, but again, if you can't deal with like kids being sick or drowning or taking fentanyl or things like that, it's hard to watch a show like that, but it is a incredibly produced show.
Yeah.
I heard it's like a rated R ER. I remember ER when I was a kid watching it.
Yeah, it's what it is though, Danny. It's like you're watching it, and because it's in real time, and they're jumping from patient to patient and dealing with all kinds of it, and they're showing it, and they're dealing with hard stuff, people dying, kids die. Like, when you're watching it, you literally you can't watch more than like 1 or 2 episodes at a time. You got to like take a break.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
powerful show. And gives you, to the extent you need any more appreciation for people that work in that field, it gives you an incredible appreciation for people that do what they do and have that calling.
Yeah, no, they do God's work, man.
But I know people in the like nurses that say it's pretty. They do a pretty good job making it
pretty on point.
Yeah.
It is. It's talked about. A lot of experts. There's a lot of experts have consulted with it. They say it is the most realistic show that covers what emergency room docs deal with on a daily basis. It is the most realistic, except for the banter. There's a lot of TV show banter that the docs say they don't have time for that kind of stuff. But let me tell you something. I have a great appreciation for that show.
Wow.
I think the idea is just fascinating. I mean, I tried to watch it. I have some issues just being in the hospital, in the trauma room with my car accident, so I couldn't get through it. But the fact that a season is 12 episodes or 8 episodes, and it's just one shift in one day, I think
15.
that theory, that premise is fascinating to me.
Yep, it's each season is 15 hours, a 15-hour day. Right. So you start at like 7 a.m. and every episode is like 7 to 8 a.m., 8 to 9 a.m., 9 to 10. It's really, really well done. I mean, it really is. I have to give it its props.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can't. Like those shows are sometimes you just can't do it, you know? So
100%. It's
yeah.
brutal. And listen, seeing the kids, it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
If Anthony's
But,
gonna watch it, we gotta wait till the summertime. He can't watch it.
He
right
can't
now.
watch it.
Summertime only. For
Nah, not for the kid. Yeah, the kid stuff bothers.
We need warm
like I
weather for
can't,
you.
like I can't watch the one show about the teenager. Like what was that HBO
Euphoria.
show?
Euphoria.
Yeah.
Oh no, is that the?
Yeah, I'm out.
The-
like I can't.
Yeah,
I can't even. I was like, I can't watch.
You know what? That show Euphoria is coming back in April. It's like people are like freaking. They're so excited about it because it's going to show the characters all these years later now because they took a huge hiatus. There was
Right.
some death in the cast and all kinds of stuff. And it's super interesting with like Sydney Sweeney becoming the giant star that she became from that show. But people are pumped for that series to come back in April.
They're gonna be like 28 playing 17, 18.
No, they're not in high school anymore.
Oh, they're out?
No, they're out of high
No,
school.
they're out.
Yeah.
They're out. They couldn't pull that off, but it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, listen, there are some feel good shows out there right now that people like. But my daughter loves this show. I don't watch it, but she loves The Lincoln Lawyer, and that's back now for season 4 as of today. Based on the John Grisham book. Hey, you know what I noticed is out today for your audience? The Pelly Lindbergh documentary.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's streaming as of today on Amazon Prime. I think you have to do like a 7-day free trial for some like service, but you could test it out and cancel after 7 days if you don't love it. But the Pelly Lindbergh documentary premieres today.
Who did it?
This filmmaker who's from I'm trying to think where he's from. I think he lives internationally and somewhere international and lives somewhere maybe Texas or something like that. He's done a few docs and he came into Philly and he did this doc about Pelly and a lot of the people you can imagine that are in it from Bernie to everybody else that was around the team at the time.
Wow, man, I'll never forget that day. Oh, Sunday
November
morning
1985, man.
when we found out. Man,
I was a freshman at Drexel at the time, and everybody put his number in all the dorm windows. It was really powerful, man, and sad. But I heard the documentary is really good, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. It's called Weed of Philadelphia.
wow. I'll definitely watch that.
I just learned recently over the last few years that he's the one who started the water bottle on top of the net. He was the first goalie to do that.
Heard
I
that too.
have
That's
to
pretty
educate
cool.
myself.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Pelly was
Hey,
unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable. Sir, what's I want to circle back to something we talked about last week. I did go to see Send Help, the Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah. Was it great?
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
I want to see
it. Takes all kinds.
Did she torture him? Is it a great torture movie?
I'm
I
a
don't
big
wanna
torture
give it-
guy.
I don't- I don't wanna
is this a
give-
good torture scene.
Well, I don't want to give anything away because it takes a lot. It takes some twists and turns that you don't see coming, and it goes directly to your question. So I think you go watch it. It's got a couple. You know what it's got? It's got a couple great Sam Raimi jump scares in there, which like I was at the theater and people were screaming.
That's awesome.
It's fun.
Oh, that's
It's fun, but
Sounds
it's
like
not
good torture.
But it's not like a horror. It's not horror. It's not horror. It's more of a thriller, but it takes twists. It's a great popcorn movie.
Okay.
I think that Sam Raimi crushed it. It's a huge box office hit.
Yeah, well, no, when I say, so the main character is a guy you want to beat up, right? So it's like the Tarantino trick. Let me get like someone that is universally hated and torture them.
They have the face
Like a Nazi, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and this dude's a guy you want to just punch in the face.
All right.
Like, right? Like was he like the trailer?
Oh, he's a complete a-hole.
Yeah.
All right.
So you want him being tortured.
Yeah. Good cheer.
There was a movie. Yeah. Oh, my cousin, I used to love it. I forget what it was, man. What was the name of this movie? It was in Chicago. And there was like a dude, like, who was just a J.O., the biggest J.O. and he gets like tortured like this whole movie, which we loved it because we hated his character.
God, the causes torture power rankings. This is the top 5 all-time torture
because
movies.
you get a character and you set the character up properly. The audience is rooting for that guy to get tortured.
Yeah.
All right, let's light it up. I think I got
it's
something
great.
that'll keep Cuz happy. I haven't seen it yet. I know the bro loves it. The new Muppet Show is back. You got any intel on it, Todd?
No, I did see that it was back, and I was like, I saw the trailer for it, and I thought, what are they going to do? Are they going to update it in any way? It looks like the original Muppet Show.
Well, what's wrong with that? That was awesome.
No, I'm not complaining. Like, I mean, it's not for me as an adult, but for the kids, I think it's great.
The Muppets are totally for adults. What? You're not Muppet?
Are they? I love the Muppets. I mean, Gonzo, I loved them all. Fozzie, I love them all. But is it really for
Like
adults
Statler
now?
and Waldorf, or for children? The old guys in the balcony? Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Totally for
You grew
adults.
up I grew up loving that as kids. It was a kids show.
Oh,
I don't like adults indulging in children's television or movies. I don't. I tell you,
You guys are wackos.
You're the wacko. You're the wacko. You're the one that doesn't belong. Did I tell you a story?
How many gummies?
I got
VG. How many gummies are you taking to watch the current Muppet Show?
I mean, it'll definitely be some Muppets involved. Muppets, of course.
Did I tell you
Fozzie Bear.
I tell you a story again. I almost beat the snot out of these two kids in the movies.
no. What, are they acting up?
No. Well, yeah. So
His kids were acting up.
No, they weren't. I'll knock you out. So there is the Kubo 2 strings. What's it called? Kubo and the 2 strings.
Kubo and the 2
It's
strings.
an animated film. Anyway, whatever it was. This was years ago, right? So I take Anthony and Massimo. They got to be, I don't know, 5th grade and 2nd grade or whatever. And, we go to the movies, go on Delaware Avenue.
Yeah.
So we're there and we're sitting there, nice. The kid, I still would like to take them to the movies. Well, there's these 2 dudes. They were like 20 in their 20s. And they're in the movie. They're sitting in the same row as us. So the kids are kids. It's an afternoon, Sunday afternoon.
Little matinee.
And they start shushing my kid.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
All right?
Oh, boy.
And I'm like being incensed. So finally, I because they did it a couple times, and then I was like, I'm done. So then I kind of scooted Anthony and Moss like toward the wall, and then I whispered in the guy's ear.
That's what you got to do.
I was like, listen, you mother. I said, you don't belong here. This is a kid's movie. You two don't belong here. And
yada, yada, yada.
Right. So that's what I think. When I think of like adults being in kids' movies, but without kids.
Yeah.
The Muppets a TV show, so I'll be watching it at home.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail that.
Can't believe it. I can't believe it. Muppets are get us
You
here.
respect that, no? As a dad?
I do. I absolutely listen. I love that stuff. But when I was a kid, but yeah, dude, I'm the worst. Like, if you had a chance to talk to my mother, she would tell you that even like when I had my movie theater running here, the independent screen, I would open it up on Saturday mornings and I'd show whatever was playing to my friends. We'd grab coffee and we watched Saturday morning, whatever came out Friday. And I don't care if there were 3 people in the theater, including my mom. If she got up to go to the bathroom, walked in front of me, she said that I used to be like, come on, what are you doing? I need silence. I don't want people around me. I mean, I strategically
I
look
get
at
that, but
my
you're not going to a kid's movie and telling a kid to be quiet or shush.
No, I probably would just leave.
Well, you wouldn't be at a kid's movie. Like they're supposed to do that. Like you go to a kid's movie, it's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Okay, and shush. You never shush another person's child.
Nah, you just throw popcorn at them.
Goobers have a little bit better.
There's too much weight behind the goober.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's popcorn.
Can you guys believe there's another? I just saw today. There's another Dracula movie that's being.
I can't. What are you talking about? Are you gonna Slight on Draculas now? There can't be enough
No,
Dracula
no.
movies.
I'm just saying. I'm just
These are my
surprised. There's
people.
another one. It's Luc Besson, his version of Dracula. You know, he did Fifth Element and stuff. He's pretty good. But it's like, I mean, it's amazed me that every week I feel like there's a new Dracula movie.
Yeah, there's a run on them.
Yeah, of course, the Draculas are cool. Get with it.
VG's bringing them back.
Yeah, that's right.
Freaking
My people.
Nosferatu. They are your people. He's bloodless. look at his face. He's got no look. There's no color to his face. Danny, look at it.
He's all right.
He's a corpse.
The dermatologist is so proud of me.
Todd, we love you, brother. Who you like in the Super Bowl?
Seahawks.
Rooting Seahawks. Will you watch it in your theater?
No, okay. So when the Eagles are in it, like I can avoid the Super Bowl party thing, which I like to avoid if possible. But like now that they're not, a buddy of mine hosts this party every year, and he asked me to come, and I didn't go, so I'm gonna go. I don't care, to be honest. I don't care much about this game.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah. No, listen, you shouldn't. It's not that it's not that interesting. I mean, we're all going to watch.
Are we all sore losers?
No, it's not a great matchup.
It's not exciting. I've been excited for Super Bowls in the past. I'm not excited for this Super Bowl. It's not exciting.
No, I got news for you. If the Bills were in it,
yeah,
I would be allowed to be into it.
I agree. I think Josh Allen's
Patriots.
You're so I'd be actively anti-Bills if the Bills were in it.
No, I mean,
why?
There's not anything.
I'm out in Buffalo.
He's been out. He said it to us before. He's out in Buffalo.
Out of Buffalo.
Hey, you know what?
Ever in our club.
I'll leave you guys with this about Sunday night in the Super Bowl. So one other show that's coming out on Sunday night during the Super Bowl. And you're gonna like roll your eyes on this, but you remember the movie The Burbs back in the 80s with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
You know, Tom Hanks, Bruce Dern, it was a really good fun cast back in the day. Peacock is doing an updated modern version of it called The Burbs, and that premieres on Sunday night.
After the Super Bowl?
I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm like, if you're premiering a new show on Sunday, like how much
makes no sense. I would think if you're Fox and you have something to show, then all right. Right?
Like a Real Housewives or something like that, where the market is like not maybe sports market.
Yeah, but you would do it. You would premiere it at the end of the game, right? Like what?
As a lead-in.
Yeah.
As a lead-in.
HBO did that with that Game of Thrones spinoff. They're premiering it Friday this week, opposed to Sunday.
Yeah. Well, how about how like Industry, again, one of my favorite shows, Industry moved up their episode release date from normally they're out on Sundays.
Oh, it's smart.
They moved it up to Thursday just to avoid the Super Bowl.
That's smart. That's smart.
Hey, Todd, with all your industry insider friends and stuff, you got any intel on Puppy Bowl? Team Rough or Team Fluff?
No. Zero.
No?
Zero.
Team Fluff's a heavy favorite, minus 154.
You got to be a true degenerate to be thrown in on the Puppy Bowl, man.
Yep.
That's why you're the best.
D-Bone Samuel, Pauls Allen,
D-Bone Samuel,
Saquon Barkley.
But if you're going to bet, you might as well try to find on the Parks app, right?
You go with Barkley. Yeah. You get Barky. That's great. Brother, you're the greatest. We love you, Todd.
Love you guys.
Great seeing you, Todd.
Todd. By the way, one bit of news per Adam Schefter.
Oh, boy.
Jim Schwartz sent the Browns a resignation letter this morning.
Wow.
And he will sit the year out.
Wow.
Now, do the math. All right?
Van Gogh's out in the year.
Yes.
The tracks.
And I do know that he was on their list.
Oh, yeah. We don't want no tampering stuff happening, right?
There's no tampering.
He resigned.
Oh, now, yeah. Well, you can't read. Yeah.
There's no tampering.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
I hope he does come.
Yo, I don't know if you talked about that. I didn't get to listen to the show. Max Crosby. You think that
he wants out?
He wants out.
Yeah, could you do?
No, the problem is
AJ and a 1 for Max Crosby?
No.
Maybe.
AJ? You're going to trade AJ and a first-round pick?
Oh, that would get it. I think that would
Max
get it done.
Crosby?
Max wants out. He's going to get less than that.
No.
I think that's too much.
He's right.
You think that's too much? For
I think
Max
that's too
Crosby?
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
by the way, you're not trading a 1.
Because you think you're getting a 2
Have you
back
traded-
for AJ.
You're not trading a 1
For Max Crosby?
I'm not trading a 1.
AJ's probably would not want to go to Oakland anyway, though.
Here's the problem.
Well, he doesn't have a no trade, I don't think.
No.
Here's the problem though with all the trade stuff is that the money, their money is a problem. Like you can't, and you're gonna be on.
They might be
defense.
close though. Crosby and AJ might be close salary wise.
Yeah, but here's the issue: is that you still would have a cap problem. Even it's not
yeah,
like,
because it's
like
the dead money.
NBA where
Yeah,
the
it's
money
1 for 1. Yeah, no.
It doesn't work that way.
Especially with the Eagles, the way Howie pays up front.
And here's the other problem, is that they're already up against it defensively, and you're going to have to pick. You got Jordan Davis, you got Jalen Carter coming up.
Quinyon and Coop right behind them.
You're not going to go with Max when you got all that, and offensively, you need a tight end. You need another receiver. You're going to need another receiver.
But they tried getting Miles though. They did try going after Myles Garrett though.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't know. I don't think you can trade. I told you the dead cap money with AJ trading them is a disaster.
Yeah.
So like, unless they got a haul for him, it wouldn't make sense because you're going to have to eat. Even in the trade, you're eating like $40 million in dead cap. It's more than Wentz. In the next 2 years.
Their problem, I don't know how serious that Myles Garrett thing was.
Yeah.
Their problem is that I don't know who you're going to resign. You have to figure out what you're going to do defensively.
Yeah.
Defensively,
Now the cap's going up, but the $300 million. But they have tough decisions to make.
Would you rather have Jalen Carter or Max Crosby?
Well, I mean, here's the problem. It's not even about that. I was asked the question by someone: would you rather have Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, taking care of the kids, Cooper and Quinyon, or would you rather have Jalen Carter? And it was posed in that way.
Yeah, I'd rather have everybody else.
You got to take everybody else.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how it was posed. So I'm just connecting the dots going, I don't think they can afford it.
Yeah. So
Would I love it? Yeah. I mean, what's not to love about that?
I mean, you get rid of that quarterback contract we got. Things open up.
Right. No, yeah. Well, I mean, but that would happen after next year.
Yeah, happen after next year because then all the guaranteed money's out, and then his cap
Right.
wouldn't be that. Yeah, after next year they can make a move if they decide to move off Jalen. That open up a lot.
Yeah, after next year. I mean, look, here's my overarching take here. They are going to try to say, hey, let's see what we can keep everybody together. Lane comes back, Landon comes back, right? Let's see if we can do something. Let's put it all together. Let's try to fix Jalen, make him more of an under center quarterback, get the pass game rolling.
Yeah.
And let's take a shot.
Yeah. I mean, they're still going to have a top 5 talented roster in the league.
Right.
With what they're bringing
And
back.
they go, let's take a shot. And if it doesn't work out, then everybody's gone.
Yeah.
Sirianni's gone. They'll move on from Jalen. They'll go, Vic will retire.
Yeah.
Right? Lane
That's
will
fair.
retire. Right? Like, I think that's how that's
fair.
how this year's going to kind of shape up.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. All right. I guess we go back in the day.
Sure. Let's do it. Do it.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh yeah!
You wearing makeup?
I need different lights. I need lights with like a little hue to it.
Needs a little
Watch
tint.
me out.
Needs a little tint.
Is he cold?
He's all right.
Listen, let's go back 7 years ago to February 6, 2019, a great day in Philadelphia sports when your 76ers traded Wilson Chandler, Mike Muscala, and Landry Shamet for Tobias Harris. This is the anniversary of Tobias Harris Day. This is when your boy became a Sixer and a max contract dude a year or two later. Happy Tobias Harris Day, everybody. 7 years ago.
Oh, that's
He's trying to take us under in this quicksand. You're just pouring more sand in, brother.
You looking out for me. You're just saying, hey, dude, just
Oh,
yeah, I had something else, but I was like, this day deserves a Tobias Harris reminder.
I mean, I was excited at the time. I wouldn't think we'd pay him that much money after the fact. At the time, it made sense.
I'll never forget Jimmy. So Jimmy's like, it's Brett Brown or me. He wanted Brett Brown out.
Yeah, because he said he wouldn't take care of the kids. He let them run around like recess. Wasn't holding anyone accountable. Well, it's hard. I think Brett Brown's a good coach. I think part of it is when you come in during the process and you're trying to lose, it's then hard to be like, hey, we're going to have this fun culture and you're going to do what you want. We don't care about winning games. And then be like, yo, we're winning games now. Everyone's locked in.
It's hard.
You can't turn that off. Like once you let it go for 3-4 years, it's hard to rein it back in.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Is he a good coach? I thought he was too, but he hasn't got another gig anywhere. I mean, he's assistant, but
yeah, well, they look.
His overall record.
Will you carry that record?
Yeah.
How do you sell that record to a fan base?
Yeah, get them excited about it.
Right.
Oh, can I say?
He's like 23 and 384.
Hey, can I say I'm in the middle of watching Hacks. I'm on season 2. Phenomenal show. Really makes me question my skills as a writer when I watch it. They're doing it where they're trying to pump up the older comedian, the younger comedy writers. Like, you just got to trust the process. It's just like that team. You remember? Just trust the process, blah, blah, blah. And the bartender comes over and he's like, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but that trust the process is from a basketball team, the 76ers. And they said, how'd it work out? And he goes, they stink every year.
Jesus.
That writer is from Philly.
Huh?
The writer from Hacks.
Hacks is from
yeah.
Philly?
Is he really?
She. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's an amazingly written show, man.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
What's your name, you know?
Hannah. What's her
I
last
did
name?
know
Hannah
that.
something.
Now that you say that. I did know that.
Hannah Einbender. Oh, she has the same last name as one of her. Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's going to do it. Jules, great job. Ethan, great job. All right.
Killing it.
Yeah, Jules, what a fun week with you. Thank you.
It's been awesome.
Ethan, you're killing it, buddy. Danny D, thank you for just being you.
Of course, brother. I love
My
being
main
here.
Man. All right.
Brother.
My man. You got
too much.
Dude, my
heat.
hands are all wet.
Too much heat.
sweaty.
I know. I'm all hot. These lights got me crazy, dude. No, don't touch my hand. Get out of here.
Oh, God.
Bright lights.
We're killing them. We're killing them.
I can't wait to get in the dark.
Yeah,
You can get in the dark.
He's got sweaty hands.
Come on. Enough. Let's get out of here. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm maxed out with the bright lights.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, man.
That'll do it. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the bowl. Who cares who wins? Love you guys.
We all silly like the mayor.